I think you mean Super Dav'Kul Brothers! Right, mates? Right, so whenever we load a campaign that actually survives a single session in some capacity, the campaign immediately ends on some sort of horrific accident. So I cannot wait for this to go absolutely south. Anyway, alright Bango, alright Soul. Welcome in, you two. Speaking of Soul, I think you're not present in this company if you want to claim a mate. We have, this will be good for me to get an overview over what's going on. We have this guy who is a cultist. Probably the worst cultist we have, but they are a cultist, so they can stick around for a bit, hopefully. Likely just going to be some sort of front mate, but I haven't quite made up my mind. So far you have pretty generic perks. Then we have this guy who is... Please sack this. This guy is not for sale for naming, because he will be sacrificed to Dav'Kul. And that is his entire purpose. Then we have Caspar, who is a very big, tall guy who, you know, has a 91 melee skill. Hasn't stopped him from still missing a little bit more than I'd like, but, you know, it's pretty good. Don't know why he's unnamed. Anyway, then we have Hugh, who will likely flail, who's currently Cat of 9 Tailsing, but likely will flail eventually, because, you know, stats are pretty good overall. This is taken, this is taken, this is taken, and then we have a bowmate back here. We just hired. There's a small chance he will be sacrificed to Dav'Kul, which would be a bit unfortunate, but so far, so good. He has survived a couple of fights now. I think 3, 2, 1. Never mind. I'm wrong. Anyway. I neither, though, about to go in the toilet, so... you have a man in this, don't you? Oh, you don't? Well, anyway, will you guys be someone? You want to be the flail mate, the... Maybe flail, I suppose. Oh yeah, right, did you die? Wait, is you the potential banner mate? I don't even remember. Let's check the obituary in a second. Anyway, text, so... I don't know how to combine that with you. Let's just go with 30 years. I'll probably fuck this up anyway. Oh yeah, right, you're the melee man. Was that this campaign? No, it wasn't. That was a previous campaign. You were not present in this campaign. Look at this. No, you yet. Same with Fisk. Yeah, it was last. Yeah, alright, Fisk, welcome in. Speaking of, you're also not present in this company if you want to be hanging out in here. We have a bowmate available. If that is your cup of guy, yes. Actually, possibly decent phrasing, isn't it? Anyway, we have generic frontline cultist. Not sure what to do with you eventually. And then we have this guy who is the biggest lad in the game with a cool 91 melee skill. Very proud of this guy for existing. Yeah, I mean, maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe you're just insane. Who knows? If you're insane, you could become this cultist. Like, I mean, insane people join cults, don't they? So, you know, you could be one of these lads. But yeah, if you guys want anyone as well, I'll gladly give a few mates away. Anyway, so we just arrived here and there was a bunch of quests. We didn't really check that out yet, but let's camp here until daytime to see if there's anything else available. I think we were trying to save up for the thing, TM. Oh yeah, new bowmate, very good at gathering, also decent at hunting. We do have some people already hunting. And you just temporarily exist until you get sacrificed. We want to have 2,000 money, which is not that easy. Yeah, that is what I say a lot when I fuck up. Someone gets euphoric, very nice. 22 XP for someone else. Anything good? That was not a ding-ding. I get baited every time. I still have a perk point available on this guy because we don't know what to specialize in just yet. We don't really have any good weapons available, and I kind of want to pick... Like, he has access to 200 swords, 200 hammers, 200 axes, or 200 maces, so basically anything. But I do need to find one of these weapons for me to actually commit to one of them. Oh no, one of the quests disappeared. I didn't expect that. Maybe I should have checked them immediately. My bad. Now I know not to wait too long for that sort of thing. Once again, nothing super interesting available. There is a weaponsmith here. So you have everything one could ever want, like this greatsword here, for example. However, these are very expensive, and we are not exactly good on money. Especially since we're currently saving up. Reinforced improvised war flail, hot damn. I shouldn't really look at these. I likely will never be in possession of any of these anyway. We can sell the Amber Shards here, so we technically have a bit more money than we might have first appeared. Get rid of all this junk. Could be disassembling it, I suppose, but fuck it. Oh yeah, we got all these Nazi rabbits. What do we do with these? Sell most of them. We can craft some of them into things. Right, let's check out what these are. Caravan quest, 3 days. Nay. What have we here? 730 bucks to follow tracks and return a lockbox. Sure, we can try that. Try being the operative word. So we still haven't had our Dav'Kul sacrifice thing happen yet, which is a bit unfortunate. If that happens at the worst possible time, we might actually be in trouble, but for now we'll just try to make do. It seems like they ran over here, which is a bit ass, yeah. Barbarians, 8 thralls, 13 thieves, what are they about? Few poachers, a lot of rabble. Not terribly bad. Let's go around the east side. God damn, the barbarians got completely demolished. Double stack of militia, just right on that shit. Stop fleeing, please. I don't want to chase you across the entire country if I can avoid it. Apparently I can't. If we do end up fighting at night, that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Worms! Since they do outnumber us in terms of ranged mates available. Right. Let's see, so there is some good chance to immediately shoot someone, but let's give you a second to approach first. By a second, I mean a turn, because this is a turn-based game. Was that very loud? I'm sorry if it was. My bad. Right, so we do want this guy to survive, even though he's really bad, but I do want to sacrifice him to Dav'Kul, so let's try to make sure he survives this fight at least. Probably best to just stand here and poke your stick out. And then we do the same with this guy over here. Head Bonker Deluxe stands in this entryway. Cybot Spear Walls over here, which is what Cybot is good at. You hang out over here as well. Alright, now we get to shoot someone. Is any one of these actually very dangerous? I don't think so. Can't really shoot the ranged mid. Let's shoot this guy. I said let's shoot this guy, not miss this guy. God damn it, no one listens ever to anything I say. Where does the flail maid want to be? I guess here is fine. Yeah, this is probably fine. Right, suddenly we have a lot more targets to shoot. Isn't that lovely? Dav'Kul provides. The den camp for 2 snow leopards. Very fine. There seems to be an increase recently in those kinds of Twitch channels that just show cute animals. A very nice trend. I think DK was raiding a channel like that not too long ago. Showing a bunch of kitties. Can we whip through the forest? We cannot whip through the forest. I guess we go here and help out the weaker part of our company. It might be time. Yeah, let's just start ending some creatures. I think spear walling here once again is probably okay. Same for you. Actually, yeah, in the snow they can't possibly move far enough to reach my ranged mates, so let's have you guys just defensively stand there, ready to die at a moment's notice. Don't you puncture me. Very rude. Right, so I'll get in there. Hello, my name is Casper for some reason, and your head is now gone. Large kiddies take turns. Using each of those pose earlier. Yeah. That's always such a shame when you see the murder kitties and you're like, oh, they're adorable, but they'll also kill you, but they're adorable. Maybe it's worth though. Not that one really has easy access to those anyway, usually. that guy died. You could hear it in his voice. Yeah, I don't know why he's still called Casper. No one wants this creature. I'm very surprised. I guess Art wasn't around. Art has been recently always claiming the best mate in the company. Probably trying to shore up his image a bit. Understandable, really. Yeah, quotes with context and shit are not okay. Quotes need to be devoid of context and as dumb as possible. If you make them make sense, then you're already on the wrong track. Spectacles claims another one. To be fair, it's hard not to be a shitter in this game. Like, the vast majority of characters are shitters. Also, you could be Casper two-handed, who has a 91% chance to hit and then still misses, making himself look like a complete moron. Like, best melee mate I've literally ever had. Still sucks, though. God damn it, dog. Misses 276%. Like I said, like, you just... Everyone always looks like a moron in this game. Everyone's just flailing around with their medieval armaments, or possibly even just gardening tools and shit. Or you can have a cat of nine tails to try and whip people so they start bleeding, and then you just cannot penetrate even this tiny bit of leather armor that they have. Making yourself, again, look like a fool. Please don't die. God damn it, so many misses. You don't miss the fleeing guy at least. Let me just slightly readjust the microphone. Can't really reach anywhere useful. Night vision kitty cam, very nice. Actually, that's probably pretty normal, isn't it? Given the, like when I see trail cams and shit, they're usually also in night vision mode. That shit's probably not as fancy as I assume it might be. At least if any ghost orbs show up, you'll be able to spot them as well. Which is naturally where my brain went immediately. May have played too much Phasmo over the last 23 weeks. Maybe it is best to just do this. This costs so much stamina though. Not sure if that's worth without the trait that gives you extra resolve for every bleeding mate. Alright. You climb this guy. He's yours now. Yeah, could have been worse. Where would this guy flee to, I wonder? He doesn't really have anywhere to go. Good work, Cybud. Why did you manage to move 2 tiles and still be fine? Do you have Pathfinder? No. Huh. Am I stupid? I might be stupid. Oh, this is just light snow, I see. This only takes 2 AP to move across rather than 3. Very nice, good to know. Could rotate and Spectacles instead, but let's give Cybud some XP as well. You must whip him. No, never mind. Out of stamina. Bonk. You survived. You absolute champion. How did you manage that? Well, judging by the craft finger, you probably managed to stick your hand in between the flail and any vital body parts. 2 shots, 2 dead. Very nice. It's like me and Hunt, am I right? Right, let's end this. Bonk. Man, these bandit rebel that are basically naked men with gardening tools really lack in good equipment for me to steal. What a shame. I should really swole up a bit so we have more shit to grab. You're only here very temporarily, but let's give you some stats anyway. Guess you get to enjoy retirement with a bit of extra girth. Gravesman has shovel spec, interesting. Neat. Do we have a shovel just to check out the stats? No. It's basically a two-handed mace, but it's really bad. You can bonk people on the head and make them GN, but other than that, it's kind of useless. Well, let's give you Colossus so you don't die before your time. Before Dav'Kul claims you. Who is really late. Like, come on, man. Dav'Kul, please sort us out. We need to sacrifice someone. We need to make people believe. Alright, that should be our ambition done at some point, once the game decides that it is done. There it is. So we get a battle stunner that we can't really use that well. And we need a new... Quest to try and get a Bannerman. We do have 2 extra character slots available now, so we can hire 2 more maids. Maybe one of those will eventually be a Bannerman, that would be ideal. Sure, let's try to do that. Anyone here that we want to hire? I thought there was maybe a couple of cultists. Oh, was that in a previous town? That was in a previous town. We have Odo here, who's a cultist. We also have Hasso, the cultist. These are sometimes really good, and you're pretty cheap, so let's give you a look. You have a thing for range, but you don't like moving. You're tiny. Tiny may make you be a little bit more alive long term. And the melee damage penalty doesn't really matter if we do actually turn you into a range character. Let's have a quick look and see what you're like. That is good starting range, but holy cow, do you not have health? Very, very good defenses though. Given that you have nothing to work with here. Is this worth trying for? You don't have great stamina. Not the greatest resolve, and you might not even want a hood. Because that kinda makes range a little bit more ass. So we can shore up those defenses further. Also, melee defense probably won't matter that much, especially with this tiny of a health pool. Let's call you maybe Sling Maid. You're not exactly expensive to keep around, so may as well. You do have all the sling perks, right? You have this one, and then you should probably have the other ones as well, right? Right. Wasn't there one on this tier as well? Am I stupid? I keep thinking that every single time, but I guess it's just this, and this. Could have sworn there was one here. Isn't there one there usually? Let me quickly check my characters to see if anyone has a perk like that. Or if I'm just being stupid. Oh, I'm probably mixing it up with the staff skills, because the staff has a skill here. That would be relevant. Yeah, there's no slinging perk on that level. I'm just being silly. Alright, so you're probably going to be a sling mate. I like to have a sling mate around, and we don't have one yet. So since you have all the sling perks available, may as well give you that sort of shit. We'll sort out your equipment in a second. Aside from those. Do we have someone that really needs a sack, but doesn't have one yet? You would like a sack, although you don't have this perk skill yet, but we can give this to you next level. Although I'd like to get Flail Mastery, but this would keep you alive a lot. He's a shootman, he doesn't need HP. You've spoken this like someone that has never actually fought enemy shootmans. Once you fight enemy shootmans, life will be very bad very quickly. In that sort of department. Well, anyway, since I do have a spare hood, let's just give you the hood for now. And then you get... oh yeah, right, we were really bad with hats, weren't we? We were getting there in terms of armor, but hats were terrible so far. In position like so. Right, maybe Slinger Mate, and we have another slot available. Shall we check out Odo? I mean, that is certainly a name. You look very generic, but you are an optimist. What traits did you even... oh yeah, right, these ones. I've already forgotten. You only have one trait, that's a bit weird. If this was Resolve, I'd be really happy to try you out. Because we do need someone with the potential to be a Bannerman. Oh yeah, we can check if you have all the perks available for that. You do absolutely not. Okay, never mind. We're not hiring you then. Could give Magdalene a try. Although I'd like to have more cultists, ideally. A butcher would be alright because we need the cooking skill. You are brave but a pessimist. how exactly does that work? I don't know. That seems a bit weird to me. So you have camp cooking, but you don't really have anything else we really want, I don't think. These are not the passions I need right now, I don't think, so not waste our money on that. That's it here for quests. That did not last as long as I was hoping for. I really want someone to be carrying this battle standard. It looks so pretty. No, mostly because we have it. We paid $1,000 for this and we're not using it. That hurts me on an emotional level. Let's get rid of all this junk. Goodbye for this. Do we keep the loot around in case we run into a minstrel? Sure, why not? Been sold. We need to buy some food. Here, have some cheese, lest you complain about eating the same shit over and over. And then have the same shit over and over in addition to the cheese. Right, we could check out more people up here. I reckon there might be some cultists available. Constant emotional damage. Yeah, I mean... 8 barbarians, many thralls and a warhound. We should be able to take that pretty handily, I reckon. Sure, let's give it a try. Dwarves! Yeah, I mean, cheese and bread sounds like a fine combination, doesn't it? Nothing to complain about there. Dog goes for Cybot. Not knowing that Cybot is known to never miss any mate ever. I'm certainly not making this up. Honestly, I really like that you hit this guy because I want this guy to die, but I can't really target him. So do another one of those. Almost. That was really nice. Almost read my mind exactly. It might be worth attacking, but I think I want to... Oh, actually... This dog has too much zone of control for me here, so I can't go in with Spectacles. Oh. Can't go through this very thick leather armor, leaving no naked skin exposed for us to make bleed, unfortunately. Goodness. That was not wise. Fuck, that was stupid. Oh, he has his ranged weapons out, so he couldn't zone of control me anyway. Nice. He can't move through here. Can't go around here either. Okay, I'm just trying to protect my range mates because I just realized by standing here this guy had a very clean and easy shot onto my ranged characters, which is not what I want him to do. Let's bonk this man in the torso, somehow missing the head. Weird for a flail man. I guess cultists are a bit weird. Cybot, please. Why does this keep happening? We really need to talk about this. You can't just keep missing. I mean, technically you can, of course, but like, I would prefer if you didn't keep missing. Not a lot of stamina on Spectacles. This has been a constant issue, I recall. Alright, guess we're not hitting today. At least that guy's dead. Never liked him anyway. Okay, and the 1 and the 2. This guy's fleeing, this guy's head is off. While these graphics in this game are very, very basic and not very pretty, they're functional, to be fair. Whenever you lob someone's head off and just a little wee, little twirly fall to the ground thing, that always looks fancy to me. Even though it's just make-believe with legless kind of busts bumping each other with weapons in hand. Please don't kill our sacrifice. We need that. Why are you calling me our sacrifice? Don't think about it. All part of Dav'Kul's plan. Fine shooting. Please don't lose this duel, even though your hat has come off. Maybe I should shield wall on you, although I think we do enough damage to just win here. We should anyway. Can't really reach that. Cybot goes here this turn, so I guess we just continue hitting this guy for absolutely fuck all damage. Whoop, 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 whoop. as these guys try to flee, we should be able to do enough resolve damage to win from here. He does get to act once. It's pretty unfortunate. Sabbath finally hits. Well, okay, you almost died. You tried really hard to die, and you managed to almost do that. You have... If you don't get hit in the head, you should be fine here. Okay, thank you. Stab back for absolutely fuck all damage. What is this? Where did you stab him that he didn't even feel that? Let's have you not engage right there, Mr. Basically Dead. Barbarian music is still very fine. This guy does not want to flee. Alright, Doc, you really gotta save him here. It's now or never. You must whip him. I put fake pressure on you because Casper could also still swing, but knowing Casper, he might also just miss. Dog briefly returns, only to then flee again. Bit weird. Such is dog life, I reckon. We got a bit of a hat improvement here. Not much of one, but hey, any little bit counts. Right, let's head over here, do some ding-ding on the way. Dork levels. Very good. Do we want more resolve? Maybe just click on melee skill. So, I don't know what to do with you. I don't think this applies to whips, so I don't know what to click on this level. We're going to have you keep whipping, I think. I guess if we do the long-range flail, we could click on flail spec, actually. And then we have the option to use whichever is more appropriate. Kind of talking myself into doing that right now. Is there anything else that I would look at and immediately think, oh yeah, this is us right here? I don't really see anything. Right. Do that then. So now you should be really good with this flail. I shouldn't have ignored the defense bonus of shields, very nice. Okay, you almost died, which is a bit unfortunate for you. So maybe try not getting you killed, because you do have potential. I think. Maybe, hopefully. Is there anything on this level that we really want? So, with you flailing and you flailing, I don't know if we need another flail mate, so maybe we don't click on this line of perks. Do we have anything else that could be nice? What weapon spec do we not have? Your base melee is not ideal. Yeah, everyone else is kind of ahead of you. I mean, honestly, you could be a decent... Oh no, wait, you don't have Rally the Troops, right? I remember checking this and being really annoyed by that. Ugh. See, this would be a fine-ish, not ideal, but fine banner mate, I think. Guys, desire a mate of range combat. Well, you have two available. You have a potential bow mate over here, who is pretty nice, and we have a maybe slinger, who is a bit frail and club-footed, but honestly... could be worse, and he's a cultist as well, so that's always nice. So yeah, take your pick between tossing rocks or shooting arrows. Either of those are available. Until then, let's continue thinking about what we do with you. What weapon should we aim for here? I don't think you have enough stamina to reliably stun people. Maybe we'll try to give you cleavers. Since you do have Cleaver Mastery here. Oh wait, this is also... Whip bleeds that are improved. Oh, I should have probably read that, huh? Well then. Well, we committed to Flail. That's unfortunate, but we could have... Why is Whip and Cleaver? Does it say here that it's Cleaver Whip? It is, yeah, huh. Interesting. I was wondering why there's no explicit Whip Mastery. Odd. Anyway, wait, so does the Cat of Nine Tails count for this as well, then? Yeah, it does. Oh, I see. So that's what you're sculling next, then. In exactly 7 XP. Goddamn, almost ding on you as well. What a successful fight. Anyway, I really need to make up my mind and just click on something here. Let's not get relentless. We could try this. Improve your stamina. Maybe you're just gonna be a sword mate, honestly. Let's assume that for now. Didn't I have a sword on someone? I think I had a curved sword that I gave to someone. And I don't mean the arming sword that Spectacles is currently using. Was that a different save file? It probably was. We went through so many last time. It's not great, isn't it? But yeah, I think sword might be a good middle ground, because you're gonna be decent in melee, but not great. And the sword has 2 hit chance, or plus 2 hit chance, so that might make up for your deficiencies a bit. Spectamar does not like rolling melee attack, huh? At least you rolled okay in the stamina department. Yeah, stamina really is a major problem for you. You have enough defense from the Cultist perk, so you probably don't need to worry about that. I think I click on the 1 here anyway. Let's give you a smidge more health, why not? Okay, so now we can specialize you. I am not sure what to do with you. I wanted to give you some sort of two-handed weapon as well. This looks like it's going to be axe, if we ever have access to a good axe. Axes. Because polearm would be backline. I don't think you really need that. I think you're fine enough to be in the front line. The Cultist defense bonus should keep you alive. Clearly we already... I mean, I guess I could have specialized you differently and just assume you will be two-handed flail long term. But it's a bit late to commit to that now because we chose these 2 talents over these 2. So yeah, I think axe would be alright for you eventually. Which probably means if we have an axe lying around, you might be using this one and then handing the sword over to this guy. You do not have an axe lying around, that's a shame. Sure, we'll get one eventually. I read this as like Bram Mango or something. And maybe damage from some certain creature in chart. Higher. Let's see. Please give me a Cultist, that would make for a very fine... What is this? Hadronite, very nice. Yeah, let's get a Cultist that makes for a good bannermate, please. You might be a good bannermate, we will never know because you're worth all of the money. Man's basically as expensive as our entire company. Yeah, so much for hiring another Cultist, huh? Let's see if there's a good weapon available. There are some available. Nothing that I either want or can afford right now. That's a shame. That is a shame. We do have better hats though, and that is definitely a weakness of ours right now. These are very money. I do want some of them though. Let's buy these. We're definitely lacking in the hat department, so this will help out a lot. Go from 45 head armor on average. This guy only has 17, that is pathetic. Here you go, 67, much better. I would love to improve your hat as well. Back down to 69 stamina, which is not great, although it's nice, but not great. Ugh. Okay, this trip up here has been... not great, not ideal. Let's hope we find some sort of occupation. We could just go into the wilderness and try to fight more barbarians or such to fight. Ace, mace, cleaver... Yeah, we don't have any barbarian access either, that's a shame. We can improve your hat though. Look at you having a fancy dead bear on your hat. Or wolf or whatever that is. Bear headpiece. Alright, let's check out Krautwort, see if there's any quests around. Actually, on the way back, let's check out Gemmenstein again and see if those guys will supply us with something to do. There have been a lot of bandits, so maybe. Let's visit at night again. Last time they showed us a quest at night and then it disappeared in the morning. Well, there is a quest. Delivery. Where do we go? Schweikhof, that sounds far away, since it says 2 days away. We're even here, that is a little bit too far. Yeah, we can't even make that in terms of money. For our company just kind of disbands out of frustration. I'd like to check out this place as well, since we've never been here, but at the same time, we really can't afford to waste any time. Since money is low, payment is high, and quests are effectively unavailable as always. There are not going to be any quests here either, actually. Yeah. There's a kennel here. We may as well briefly check just in case. Okay, there is a cultist available, pretty expensive, comes with a big whip. Sell this instead of repairing it. Probably not using these. We can emergency sell these items as well. Actually, the bone figurines we should have probably sold in the bigger town earlier, that was my bad. So that would have bought us a bit more time, a bit more of a buffer. Footsteps here, probably just a caravan arriving. Yep, there it is. Quests! Alright, what is this? Find ancestral remains a long way to the northeast, somewhere out of northern reaches. And then we have a 3-star quest. Horrible beast star food. 1260 crowns. We've survived 2 fights already since we picked this campaign back up, so clearly, right? Clearly, the curse of the company immediately dying the moment we reload a save file, or we actually continue a save file, is over. Clearly we can try this 3-star quest and not be dumb. Clearly this is a good idea. Right, they're not gonna pay much, but I think I should sell something anyway just to keep us afloat. We have 2 days. Fuck it, we should be fine with 2 days. Alright, let's see. I hope it's just something minor. But it could be Mega Satan. It's nighttime as well. 12 Webknechts. I'd prefer fighting them at day since we now have 2 ranged mates, so let's briefly run away for a bit. Actually, I want to be out here, I think, out in the open. I want to fight them in the forest if I can avoid it. That looks very scary, those footprints. Let's maybe go south again instead. I have offered you 2 shootmen and you stopped talking about it, so no, you have not become a shootman. You could either be a bow shootman, or you could be a possibly slingman that has very shit HP and a clubfoot. So, yeah, I care not for you not caring. You pick one, just like in the DK company, and that will be you. And if you don't pick one, then you don't get to be one. Just pick one. We can do this, right? I mean, a company of Daves could really do anything. I desire both of these shootmen to be shootmen, so pick whichever. Bow, I guess, right. Well then, Fisk, welcome to Let's Shoot Some Spiders in the Forest. How about that? Isn't that a good welcoming ceremony? Yeah, it's a very fine image. Bunch of Daves going, Speaking of, let's see what we have here. You could theoretically hit that. What's 4%? Too much, apparently. Right, let's spear wall. You wait a turn. Actually, with the whip out, you could have already attacked. Bit unfortunate. Queso also misses. Man, our ranged mates all suck. It's terrible. Is it worth trying to whip these, or should we just wait a turn? I think going for it is wise. Okay, you are going to take forever getting through the armor. I'm still very, very unimpressed by the Cat of Nine Tails. Which is a bit of a shame. I was looking forward to that being a good thing to have. Right, 86%. Please do a min, Casper. Thank you. Whoop, 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 whoop. That is alright. Congrats on the cuts. Fine slice. Let's not adrenaline you since you'll just be out of stamina instantly. Could move here. Let's move you here so you can bonk this one. Nice. A fine swing. So do we insta-bonk this or do we wait? I think we wait. I adrenaline just to wait at the round start, that is certainly a play. I may be very good at tactics. So is the spider, to be fair. I guess we're just on even ground. Nice miss, Cybud. Man is skilled for spear wall, has a great melee attack, or at least very competent melee attack, keeps missing. Spear wall hits exactly once. This guy up here is complete garbage, hits 3 times in a row with a spear wall. Very disappointed. Nice shooting Fisk. That is what I like to see. That's probably also what you like to see, given that you're otherwise about to be bitten by spiders. Man, you are absolutely terrible. Alright, we need to bonk more of them, I think. Or we could try to free this guy. Nice, get to free one and bonk. You already stabbed, didn't you? You're done with your turn, yeah. That did not kill, that's a shame. Could have really appreciated a turn 1 self-freeing there. Same for you, Cybud. Alright, let's have your adrenaline so you can whoop them next turn. Use Spear Wall to protect the archer, even though you kinda shit yourself. See, that's how you do it. Just turn 1 free yourself, or action 1 or whatever. Might be worth adrenalining here because we have a lot to slice, and then you bonk this fucker. You whoop again. Nice, nice. Very good. Everyone is performing. I appreciate this greatly. The web cyber again, knowing his weakness. Spider cleverly footworks away, jumps right back into the fray on a magic pixel of HP. That's not ideal. So what exactly does this do? Half damage, half defense. Twice as much damage by weakness to ignore armor. Okay, that is definitely worth getting rid of. Come on, dog. 2 70% rolls, both of them fucked. Don't really have another weapon on you, so I guess you just wait for now. Hey, you hit something, proud of you. Okay, I need you to not die. I think we just stab here, try to apply some morale damage. Unfortunately, you hit the head, which usually is a good thing, but in this case isn't. You're a bit shit on health there, Fisk. I think we can try leaving. Okay, very good, we got lucky. Fine dodge. I don't think they can actually reach this tower, can they? No, they can by going from the north. That is probably going to happen next turn, but I don't think there's much we can do about that. There's just kinda Satan everywhere. We are binning them pretty quickly, so I'm actually surprised that they're still continuing to fight like they are right now. Running a bit low on stamina on some of my characters that have gone a bit apeshit. Alright, we stab here to protect the archer. Bonk. This might kill. Or you might miss again, never mind. Let's try to help out on this side. Double miss from Frisk. So, not ideal. The spider is completely unattended, that's a bit weird. You could fill that slot here in a second. Or you can go help out on that side. I think that's better, so you just hit this one twice, how about it? Okay, you hit this gun 0 times. This one 0 times. Very success, very good. I should have maybe freed this guy instead. Off with your head. Block this one in. Rabbit learns to free himself and also hit. Very nice. Another spider coming. Yeah, you can't leave your spiders unattended, they get themselves killed. You see this? This is what happens to unattended spiders. It is not pretty. Some fine hits. Some fine hits. We just keep saying this. Come on. Aw, you're out of stamina. Would have been the greatest success spree in the history of this company. I guess that counts. He's goes the poison in his veins. Right, I think we're done. I think the last ones are going to be leaving. Yep, it's over. That is quite a while, honestly. I don't think I'd be fine on my own for a year or two, just hanging in a corner, not doing or getting to do anything. Right, this was a lot of money. 1,260 bucks for just a bunch of spiders. Now, that was not exactly, like, no spiders. There were a lot of them, but, you know, just compared to the number of other Satan you might be fighting in this sort of place, this really was just fine. What do we do with you? I kind of want to give you a bullseye. We could give you a gifted to try and shore up on stamina and resolve. But I feel like gifted always hurts to take. Could give you a student to make you level a bit faster. I do want these other specialization perks. Let's do that. Sure, let's think long term. Oh god. Not quite what you were looking for, but I guess that's still good knowledge. I just think we click on these two guaranteed. Very fine stamina roll for a character that desperately needs stamina, so I'm happy with that. Give you a tiny bit more melee skill, and now we take the Cleaver Mastery, so your bleeds inflict double damage. Which I was not expecting to see, but here we are. Maybe we... I kind of want to give you a shield, because you really don't need to be wielding this in two hands, because the base damage of this is roughly 0. Yeah, that was a very successful roll there. Fine work, Soul. Work, Soul. Here, have a hat upgrade. Make you a bit better in the head. Which is how hats work, which is why so many weirdos are wearing them. They want to be better in the head. Alright. No longer has disappearing villagers. Does that mean there's more people available? I don't think so, at least not immediately. I think that's more of a long-term thing. We could try out this cultist, but she wants a lot of money. Hey, this is a very expensive cultist. Let's give you a try at least. You're mad, you have a fear of greenskins, your passions are not exactly what I need in life. Yeah, let's not buy you. There was a medium expensive cultist available over here as well. What was this again? Find a place. Sure, let's do that. So there was a group of Satan running around here in the northeastern area, so we need to be a little bit careful. Yeah, here is Satan. I think these might be unholds or something. Maybe it's orcs. I don't quite know. Oh hey. Cybot de la Spear, become a cultist, Cybot. Very fine. Athela gets more resolve and Cybot gets 10 melee skill. Very good. Welcome aboard, Cybot. Welcome to the cult life. So he now also gets access to all the cult perks, which I didn't plan around because I didn't really... I think this event is so rare and unpredictable that you can't really pre-plan around it. But now that this has happened, it might be worth trying to give you the dedication skill over here, so you get some extra defenses. Now we are going to turn you into a shield guy anyway, like we've started down this path, so we might as well commit to it. Knockback, 25% less, so it would be 3 AP. Maybe we just ignore that one. I mean, there's so many perks that I want on this character now. Oh well, anyway, we got another cult mate, so that is the most important thing. Old Eberhard's hut. Many thugs, a few poachers. It is located in the swamp. That is awkward. That might actually cost us pretty dearly. But other than that, this might be a very good place to raid. It is going to be nighttime in a second as well. We have 2 people with ranged, but one of them is terrible so far, so we effectively only have 1 ranged guy. Maybe we go for this. Honestly though, that wasn't really their fault. Both the origami part as well as them trying to punch an orc, that was kind of my bad. Yeah, big fan. A lot of initiative as well, since you're also light, where you fuck all melee damage, but 20 initiative, and you absolutely hate people that are alive. Don't we have an extra set of arrows for you, maybe? We do not. I guess I can give you some javelins in case you run out. Speaking of, we should absolutely start with those on this character. Yeah, let's have this character start by tossing rather than stoning. Because you don't have a specialization so far, and tossing is much easier than slinging. Do we want to try to take this fight in the swamp? I'm always very wary of swamps, but these random locations you can find often have pretty good shit. How are we doing? You are not doing anything just now. You could be hunting or scouting. Let's have you do some hunting instead. It's only you that is injured, and you're very lightly wounded. And you're the guy that is meant to be sacrificed anyway, so if things go horribly wrong, it wouldn't be the worst thing. We kind of need to camp anyway because we're out of food. That is only 3 food. Please give me a tiny bit more. I didn't quite see what that was. That looked like bandits. No one did ding ding. Sure, let's try those. Fuck it. Alright, nighttime battle in the swamp. Okay, we didn't get actual swamp tiles. That is fine with me. This is a very pretty choke point against all of these lads. These have some fine armor. No one has particularly good hats, which is great for us because we're very flail heavy. These slingers are, well, these poachers are only slingers with the garbage slings, so that shouldn't be too bad. They'll probably get choked up coming through the northern part, so they're probably gonna spill around on the south here, which is fine because we have Sabbath Mr. Spearwall himself over here, who is not a cultist with plus 10 to melee skills, so surely this streak of just missing every easy attack in the game will end there, right? 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 Right, Sabbath? Sabbath? Yeah, let's just wait this turn and see what they do. Wait, it's also not nighttime. It said night on the top, didn't it? Weird. Maybe I waited a tiny smidge too long and it just turned morning rather than nighttime. But yeah, this is fine for us because these 2 slingers are probably not going to be a major problem. I have just spoken this out loud, so naturally they're going to hit every single shot in the game and be the biggest problem I've ever experienced slingers to be. But at least on paper, they shouldn't be that bad. Oh, this is mud, right, that makes them even less mobile. Kinda wanna approach and fight this guy, same with Spectacles. We could probably 2v1 and kill this guy pretty quickly. Not the spear wall life that I was seeking out for Cybot, but that's probably still good. I should try to take these early kills if I can get them. Bonk. So since this is muddy earth, we took an extra AP to move over here, so we can't go whoop 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 whoop, which is a bit of a shame. I kinda don't want to stand here now. What does Riposte do again? Yeah, it has a... It immediately counterattacks melee attackers. We tried this earlier and it didn't work, which is a bit weird. I think we go in anyway. Let's do this square. You're good enough that you can hit him even without the support of another mate around. Right, Fisk does some hopefully very nice shooting. Who should we aim at? These guys down here are kind of hard to hit. That might be the best target though. Although these are going to be stuck here for a bit, so we could pester them for a while. No, let's shoot down here. That's pretty good. Let's guard this tile so this guy's stuck back here. And then you move up one, bonk this man in the head, he dies, very good. He dies well, wench. Fine throw. Yeah, we should have given him the throwing weapons immediately. That was a pretty obvious play, I don't know why I didn't do that. My bad. We probably need to stand here so they can't easily target this guy with their slings. I know they're just slings and I was just talking shit about them, but this guy has garbage range defense and especially also very bad health, so I don't want to take any major risks. We can whoop 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 on Cybot here and take another 2 swings before he gets to act. That was somewhat successful. Could whoop again. Probably not the greatest idea. I don't think this guy has a path here, so he would have to move around, so he's probably just going to flank here. Yeah, let's just shoot them as they stand there. You shot this guy in the ear. I'm okay with this. You can't retaliate from 2 tiles away, so get bonked on the head. You kind of maybe just killed him, Dork. How about that? Just hit him in the head with your stupid flail. That's what they're for. I'm a little bit afraid to poke this guy with our fodder. Afraid the guy will end himself. This guy has a shit flail. That was a good flail. That might actually be very spooky. Because poor Cybot, while he is very competent, is kind of not good at hat armor. So any bonks to the head do really hurt a lot. Like I said earlier, head armor is a bit of an issue for our company in general. Look at these throws. Good man hustle. Casper goes for it. Not hitting the head unfortunately, but close enough. Wait, you can't just bonk me over the supplies that are sitting there. It's gonna spill blood all over them. It's 2 swings from you. I do not want you to go onto the square. I think that's for someone else in the future. Although these are slingers. Sure, let's go for it. Fuck it. It's a pretty dangerous square to stand on because they have so many people surrounding him, and they all go for hit boni. But I think we can remove someone from the equation right away. Or you could just hit him in the torso again. For fuck's sake, dog. Maybe we need a sort of intervention where we teach people to use flails to hit the head rather than the torso. Let's make you bleed if we can. Oh nice, we hit the head. That is a lot of bleeding. And these are the improved bleeds that are going to do double damage, aren't they? We did give you Cleaver Mastery, yeah. Okay, very nice. This guy should basically be dead then. Isn't this extra good against shields? I forgot. Let's quickly check the rank asses. Thought these were good against shields. Heavy enough to inflict serious damage to armor and shields from range. At least it says in the tin. Yep, that is certainly some damage to armor. I could have considered trying to stab these guys that had good armor, but I mean, this was early in the fight and I didn't want them to cause any harm. Bit worried about this Cleaver man randomly beheading Cybot there. That could have happened and it would have been very sad. Let's have you wait, I suppose. Okay, no beheading Cybot. That guy though, he might be short a bit of body. This woman had every bleed in the game. We could whoop 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 to do some KSing, but it's honestly not worth. We've gotten enough kills already, I reckon. Alright, bit of stabbing going on here. Well, at least you're hitting, you know? You're not hitting the head, but you're hitting at least, so that is good enough. The guy is very dead. Missed the 18% chance, why not? Took it mostly just for fun. So I gets to stare longingly at this guy as he gets stabbed by someone else. Right, we got some ding-dings. Slinger Man finally gets his first ding-ding, and the Sack Man does another ding-ding. That is kind of bad. I don't want that guy to level. I really hope you get sacrificed. I don't know if we can force that any better. You're still bottom 2 in terms of experience. Maybe if we don't level you, you can't get another ding ding, so you're going to stay lower level and thus be guaranteed to be on the chopping block, maybe? Is that how that works, maybe, hopefully? Don't really want any of those perks, I reckon. So let's give you either recuperation or... Yeah, honestly, that's probably just better than the other thing. Yeah, let's not give you the stat up, so you stop leveling. Slinger Man, on the other hand, you are a cultist, so we can give you the resolve thing to fix your defense woes. You desperately need stamina and health, and you rolled on neither of those. I am a little bit disappointed. Honestly, with the way you've been tossing, we might not need to give you Sling Mastery immediately, but that being said, there's nothing else I really want from the first tier here. So let's give you those. Fuck it. And then I wonder if it's better to use the Sling. That does increase your range by a lot. There's more fatigue. I think we'll give you both, so you can use up some Tossy and then afterwards switch over to the Sling. Alright, that was a pretty good fight. Hardly cost us anything. We didn't really get anything useful either. Sure. Have it done. Not far to the east of where we are now. If that would have been the place we needed to find, that would have been the biggest scam of the century. Let's get a bit closer, see if we can find out what's in here. We cannot. That's a shame. There it is. What do we have in here? We don't know. Let's just head home. We're a bit shit on food, so we might have to do some camping. Camper noob. 9 people eat a lot. Okay, it's going to be nighttime in a second anyway, so let's do, like I said, a tiny bit of camping. Anyone else that's good at hunting that isn't currently hunting? You're good at hunting. You're only gatherer, I think that's fine. Let's have you scout. You're not really good at it, but just because training you would be a waste if I'm planning to sacrifice you. There's a bunch of food. So one of the downsides to this hunting thing is that the food that we find spoils pretty quickly. It's fresh meat, which, unless we cook that into something, doesn't really stick around very long. Find some roots and berries, that's alright. Oh yeah, we got these gambesons that are slightly better than the base armors we're using currently on some of our characters, so let's improve those. You already have a gambeson, you are fodder. Sabot has a padded surcoat, you have a padded surcoat. Let's give it to Sabot. And I think the surcoats go to the back line. Good that we're reaching the point where we can give surcoats to the back line without worrying too much. Here, Sabot, have a hat upgrade. You are in dire need of this. Still not great, but what can you do? Right, we turn in the quest. Some extra experience. Anything good? Oh, 2 ding-dings. Wow, incredible. I keep baiting myself with that. I am very smart. Contract available. Vagabonds, Brigands, Marauders, it never ends. 720 for a 1 skull quest. It is defending from raiding parties, so if things start going south, we might be fucked. But I think we can try this anyway. There is a new cultist available. Yes, Brain. Those are England. think this is still a bit too much on the old money. Too hard on the bling sock. These sell prices are fine. They're not great, but they're fine. I would like to sell this in a bigger town. Trade items are usually better to sell in bigger towns. Do you have anything I really want? Some very small hat upgrades. Not really worth going for. We have some cheap tools that I want. Pretty expensive arrows, but we're a bit low, so I guess I'll buy those as well. Right, so this is the part that's a little bit annoying, because now we're defending this town from raiders, which means for us we just sit here until raiders show up. We get a warning like, oh my god, they're being raided, and then we have to run there and fight. And then afterwards more might show up, they might not show up, we don't know. Let's repair the staff in case we ever get someone that wants a staff. We have a good dagger here. Repair these shields in case we need them. I just saw that our repairs are finished, so I want to queue up some stuff. In case we end up needing some of these items. Sure. Bring us inside, prepare for battle, and protect the town. Alright, so we stop camping. That was a pretty good bit of XP. So I don't know where they're going to raid, whether they're going to hit here or here. Could be up here as well. Oh, here. A few poachers, lots of rabble, and a war dog. That should be just fine. The forest might make things awkward here and there. It is a weird game like that. Nighttime is also a little bit unfortunate with our two pretty competent ranged mates, but what can you do? Alright, dog, do it. Fuck yeah, one more. Very fine. I love getting rid of the dogs on the first turn. They have slightly increased melee defense, or at least they're harder to hit than normal, I feel like. So it often takes me a couple turns, even on competent characters, to get the dogs done in. So getting those away, or out of the way rather, early is very fine. You're gonna sit here and spear wall. You guys can just sit here for another turn. You might sit here and spear wall. And you just blindly fire into the group of enemies. Yeah, shoot that guy who you weren't aiming for, and kill that guy. God damn, Fisk, very nice. Very, very good. I think you just hang out here for now as well. Probably not worth tossing at that guy, so you just get to wait, you get to wait as well. Someone moving over here. This is the Slingman, yeah. One of the apparently two that they have. Now we wait for them to come closer. Ah, there's more people on the flank, very nice. They were hiding in the bushes, so no. Good job, Cybud. Man becomes Cultist, immediately slays everyone. This is why we trust Dav'Kul. Not for this guy though. This guy is not being helped by Dav'Kul. He's a bit shit right now. You bonk this man. Should have probably gone north with you. Let's have you head to the north. Because this side might be the more problematic one now. Fisk, and one, and shame. I was looking for the double. Still a lot of very good hits so far. Let's just go in and finish these guys off as quickly as possible. We just go here, intimidate this man, spear wall. Could move you down one tile, but it's probably not worth trying. Dog moves up one, bonks this guy in the head. Goodbye, that guy. Never even got to know him. Such a shame. One's already fleeing. They weren't even officially fleeing, that guy just was out. He decided, I have had enough. Hello there, Archer. Make this guy bleed, except we can't. Oh well. KS this man, maybe. Maybe not. Very red-haired woman leaves. Ooh, man is going to try to leave, but cannot because he's blocked by his friends. Yeah, I guess you just run up here. So you can bonk some more people in the future. Speaking of bonking some more people, hello, my friend, with the bow there. You came a little bit too close to what is the biggest assfucker in the company. I have very bad news for your future. It is not looking bright. You might see an object very rapidly approaching your head. If so, do not move, do not resist. You're just gonna make it worse. Caspar does not fuck around. Very good. Wait, why can't I... Oh, right, 5 AP in. Forest is 3 tiles, or 3 AP to move. Never mind. Wondering why I could only move 1 tile. Now she gets to leave. I don't think we can really catch her. I don't think it's worth running after her for too long either. Something about having a guy with 91 range and a big two-handed weapon approach their meek backline that is just sitting there with their bow drawn like, fuck, I maybe want to leave. And then Flail Man just shows up and says, no, you are now very dead. It's just a fun mental image. Alright, no ding-dings, but that's fine. Maybe actually Caspar did the ding-ding. Hard to say, we can check after the fight. Fighting is over and the men are idle in a welcome respite. Alright, cool, that was very easy. A lot of money for not a lot of work here. Nice, nice. Okay, this place should like us a lot at this point. Yeah, they're friendly. Sweet. Let's briefly camp until morning. Got some more food. Got a lot more food. Nice. Right, anything new today? Any new mates for us? No. These are not super expensive. This is incredibly expensive though, what the fuck? Yeah, so we have a shit ton of food right now, and you might think, oh, this is so nice, isn't it? Like, we have so much food. However, all of this spoils in a single day, so the idea of just sitting here and getting a bunch of food is kind of fun, and like being able to do that with the camping skill is nice. But I think it might, in this case, actually be better to just sell this food before it spoils, and then buying food that lasts a little bit longer. This is not a lot of food. We might have been net negative here, but otherwise, if we just leave immediately, the food will just spoil immediately as well, so it's not great either way. So how about you get yourself some extra arrows, and you get yourself a spear in case you need to defend yourself? I've never actually played Oregon Trail. Isn't that the You Died of Cholera or whatever game? At least that's what I remember hearing. Manifest, excuse you. Right, so we could go down south to Eschbach, or we... I mean, this leads kind of back to where we want to be, huh? This is where we came from. We almost did a full world tour at this point. Almost. I kind of want to try this town again. Manifest you some destiny. How can I do this? What can I do for you? I'm not very good with Sadako, so I'm not sure if I'll be the one to manifest what you need, but I can try my best. She did get reworked in the recent patch, didn't she? Didn't really get to check that out yet. God damn, that is a cheap cultist. God damn, that is a cheap cultist. Right, let's have a look at you. Club-footed and Death Wish. Maybe not what we want. Let's give you a try. Likes Resolve, likes Health, has good range defense, is strong, and has extra range. Welcome aboard. Please be the bannerman that we want in our company. That is shit starting Resolve. You also don't have the skills required. Fook. I mean, we could probably turn you into some sort of hybrid. Actually, your lack of passion for ranged is pretty bad as well, huh? That is some insane stamina, though, without any passion for it. Holy fuck. What do we do with you? I mean, you're gonna be some sort of backline. You could be the whipmate, now that Dog has committed to Flail Mastery. Yeah, let's see. We didn't hire the Death Wish mate, so you can gladly become Caspango. Yeah, we still didn't get a weapon for you, which is a bit unfortunate. Let's try this guy. You are determined and loyal, which I appreciate a lot. We might have to just disband this man and hire this cultist instead. Not many non-cultists left in this company, which is great. It's really only Fisk and the guy that we hired to be sacrificed. However, the sacrifice just fucking isn't happening. I wonder if we should just, I mean, if you end up being good, then I probably don't want you to be sacrificed. What we should probably do is we should get rid of this guy. Here, have some compensation, dumbass. And then we hire a new level 1 guy, and then we keep that fucker around for a bit. You come with a net, that's alright. Asthma, Night Owl. Hates nobles, unpredictable. Likes to not be shot. Yeah, fuck it. May as well be this guy. So we're just gonna have this guy to be sacrificed to Dav'Kul. So you get to wear what the other guy was wearing before you. You get the spear, shield. You get this. These cultists need to come with their own sacks at some point, really. Like, bring your own sack if you want to join the cult. Fuck's sake. Dav'Kul provides a lot, but he can't provide everyone with a sack. You just gotta do some sort of effort yourself. Anything good here? Sell prices are not ideal, so we're not gonna get rid of our trade goods. Nothing terribly exciting. I think what we'll do is we'll take this whip and we'll give this to you for now. Like I said earlier, we're probably going to make you a whipmate. Low resolve is a bit unfortunate, but yeah, could be worse. Alright, let's head over to Gemmenstein, see if we can sell our stuff there and maybe get another couple quests. We're now 22 days in and we still don't have a sacrifice event. Could have sworn here that I heard that it was... actually, did we have a sacrifice event? I don't think we did. No, we didn't. Yeah, so we're over 3 weeks in now and we didn't have a single sacrifice event. I could have sworn I heard that it was guaranteed to proc every 20 days. Food as diverse as any nobleman, so close enough anyway. Boom, everyone's happy, except for... Is this the new guy? Is this the what did I just walk in on guy? It is. Aw, poor guy. Yeah, Dav'Kul fucking sleeps. Sleep on the job, mate. Ah, fuck, the barbarians just got murdered. Unfortunate. Looking for some free dumbasses. Stupid sleeping ancient deities. Not that I have any complaints about him. He's a fine man, this Dav'Kul. Krautwacht today to the south. That's where we just came from, isn't it? We do get paid per head, and we might get ambushed. It is where we just came from. Let's see if we can sell our stuff here. We absolutely can. Let's do this. Don't need all of this gossamer, maybe. Imagine being a fucking big man merchant town and not having any good weapons available. The fuck is your problem, guys? Alright, let's sell some of these rags that no one's wearing. Not sure why I'm keeping this entire collection of clothes. Kinda ends up looking like a fucking Dark Souls inventory. We just have every bit of clothes in the game. 500 different armors and clothing sets that no one really uses. On the off chance that they fit your upcoming fashion. Get rid of all this junk as well. I'm kinda holding on to a bit too much bullshit. Don't we all? Might want to keep this club around, or mace even, bludgeon. Sure, this looks slightly better. We could sell the gossamer. Not sure how much we need of that. Well, anyway. Let's get paid per head that we arrive with. Call of Dav'Kul. Massively delayed of the sacrifice. Doesn't really roll off the tongue, does it? Alright, some web connects. Right now, 15 of them, please. Enter me. Plus. No, never mind. Well, it is basically free money though. They're now well supplied. We got a tiny bit of XP, which did actually ding ding our soon-to-be slinger mate. Good health roll, trying to fix that about you. Hard work, that. So I do kind of want to give him dedication so that we can give him a sack, and then he suddenly has very good defenses. That's probably the best defensive trait we can give him, even though he is a ranged mate. I do, however, have other things I want on him as well. I do like recuperate on ranged characters, because if they just stand there and toss a lot of rocks in a row, they do eventually run out of stamina. And he does have really good defenses to begin with, so I'm not sure if we need to fix that right now. I could also give him bullseye, so he can actually hit the targets that we need him to hit. Stamina is okay for now. I mean, maybe we just need recuperate even because we have club-footed, so if I have to shuffle you around, the lack of stamina will make that problematic. Sure, let's do that. We have a couple spears too many, let's get rid of 2 of them. Let's queue them up for salvage, even though I haven't been salvaging in a while. Yeah, I think that's all we need to do here. You're now well supplied, anything here that we want. Very cheap tools, that is fantastic. Very cheap food as well. Sometimes caravan quests pay off, huh? This is not the cheapest ammo I've ever seen. Let's buy our ammo somewhere else, I suppose. Have some apothecary mushrooms, wink wink. How about no? We might be a cult, but we don't need any of those. I could buy some armor. Let's not look at the famed items and be sad. Well, let's head back over here and see if there's new quests available or anything fancy. We're really just waiting for the stupid fucking sacrifice event. That is really irritating. Because I can't buy another cultist. Like, if we find a potential bannerman and I fire our fodder guy, then the fucking bannerman will likely be sacrificed. So I really need to wait for the stupid sacrifice event, otherwise I can't really do anything. We can make nets, I suppose. Or reinforced nets. Chance to break free is reduced by 15, I see. Not really worth having one emergency net, I suppose. Eh, fuck it, let's make one. I'm not really crafting that many items anyway. Okay, so now we have emergency net. Who wants the net? You take the net, Soul. Since your offhand is free anyway. I should give you a shield at some point. I'm just somewhere between forgetting and not wanting to. Like, I'm conveniently forgetting. Let's go with that one. Right, let's move on to a place that ideally does have some quests and some things for us to do. Big old battle took place here. I'm not planning around Dav'Kul's plan. I'm waiting for Dav'Kul to ask the fuck up. Nothing interesting here. How about the market? Some slightly cheaper arrows. I think we'll be fine for now. We could do some fletching of our own in case of emergencies anyway. Alright, what be those? People are disappearing. When they're found, they're not just dead, but mangled, mutilated. Everyone is scared to go anywhere. This could... 1360. Oh boy, that's a lot of money. This could be unholds. I'm not sure what the flavor text is for that, and if that even matters. Nope, it's just more web connects. Alright. I am fine with this. 14 is definitely a plethora. I agree with that description. I mean, we're not gonna choke point spiders anyway, so probably fine to fight out in the field rather than in the forest. Alright, you can immediately start whipping. Didn't really do that much, but that's how that works until you get the things. The things being the perks. I'm very good with words sometimes. I know it's a bit intimidating, but you guys just have to deal with that. Let's have the flailman wait a moment. You're our sacrifice, so you just sit here and grip your spear tightly, try not to die. Whenever I have a net, I'm very tempted to just immediately use it, even if it's not a good idea. Aw, shame. If that had hit the... or actually gotten the bleed off, then that would have been super nice. We could have gotten in, inflicted the bleed, and then left. Now we're kind of committed to going in. Oh well. Bonk. We might stand here and spear wall with Cybot. We have a lot of ground to cover here. You can probably reach... yeah, the spider can reach the backline, but that is fine. Spectacles... may as well do this. Is that a bigger one? I think they're just visually bigger. I don't know if they're actually stronger. I don't think they are. Although this did just survive a hit to the head. Has a split nose, apparently. I do like that the little model here actually is missing an eye. So it does show that it got hit in the head. Neat. Like I said before, the graphics in this aren't like fantastic or anything, but they are very functional, I'd say. We left a pretty big hole here, didn't we? That was not smart of me, I will admit. How many can they flood in there? Probably not too many. I don't know if I want to stand here. Could go here and bonk you once, but then we get bitten at least twice. It's probably worth though. Okay, let's see how this goes. Should we move in with Caspango? Bind some of them to this location? Nah, they'll just flood our backlines more, that'd be not great. Let's just have you wait. Get webbed. So one of the things about webknights that's kind of weird is that they do seem very shit when you first fight them. Like, they're exceptionally weak for beasts. Nice spear wall, idiot. So you might underestimate them a lot and be like, oh yeah, they're not a problem. These seem pretty chill. Why would this be an issue? Well, the issue is that when you're webbed, your defense gets completely screwed, and they damage you through armor more, and they poison on hit anyway. So if there's enough of them, they will basically be like exponentially more dangerous as they web you and then attack you. So it looks like webknights are very weak until you're suddenly surrounded by 8 of them and like they have this massive bonus and just kind of destroy you. So it is easy to overextend a little bit and then be screwed. Let's wait here for now. Maybe we can kill this one. Also, in a situation like this, I have to pass with Soul for their entire fucking turn, simply because it took me 2 tries to get out of the net. So our like turn economy also goes to shit if there's a lot of them around. So they are a lot more problematic than they might first appear. Yeah, I never really believed that lie to begin with. Alright, Cybot, how about you... Didn't I give you a rotate? Oh no, Spectacles said rotate. I think we go in here and kill one of them. And then we whoop 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 whoop. Yeah, this took Spectacles' entire turn just to free himself, again. Caspango. Nice, you managed to break free in 1 turn. Also, what is this? Why are you breaking? What is with this cowardice? You've slain dozens of these fuckers. You should be just fine. Wonder if it's worth trying to run away. I think it is. Okay. Okay. This guy does not have health. Like, we're at 42 now, and I've leveled HP twice on him, so, that guy is the sort of guy that will die if given the opportunity. It's one less of these fuckers. Aw, that was a very bad miss. Right, Cybot. It's time. No, you're not Cybot. You're Caspango. Yeah, you fucking coward. Terrible at everything suddenly. Well, at least you bonked him anyway. Why are you so scared of 2 fucking spiders? Like, none of the other ones ever attacked you. Nothing bad has ever happened to you. Why 4 so scared? Oh no, you got bit a single time. Didn't even get poisoned. That thing barely got through your armor, if at all. It did not get through your armor at all. And the irony of it explicitly being Bango as well, who's suddenly afraid of spiders, is not lost on me either. Fine swing, dog. Very nice. Right, you must whip it. It's not optimal. Alright, Fisk gets to free the other guy, so that the other guy does not die. Which he is working on. Making his way down the bin. Double miss, exactly what I need in life. That's all, that was a very good hit. Wonder if it's worth running over there for you. I don't think so. Could throw this net. Nah, it's probably better to just attack too. Try to break them more quickly. Please don't miss. 1 hit is still pretty decent. Can't really complain about that. I mean, these are only basically as big as you are, and there's only 14 of them that have laid eggs and are still multiplying as we are fighting them, and they web you in place and they poison you on hit. What could possibly be scary about that? Fucking... I don't know, that looks like excuses to me. Yeah, see, look, if you weren't such a scaredly plute, this thing would be dead now. No need to be scared, just end it. Don't die, Fisk, please. See, this is what happens when you guys all decide to shit the bed simultaneously. We just missed like 7 attacks or something. And while those weren't all like the big hit chance attacks, look, 75% miss. Oh, a tiny bit of, okay, actually the damage was going to be shit because you are webbed, so I can't really complain about the damage itself, but still, like... I'd really appreciate if you guys stopped being shit when it really matters. Like, no! Fucking dork, please, 78%, that would have killed it, and that would have saved Fisk's life. Instead, we're now getting to fucking suffer a bit longer. Will they live, will they die? Who knows? Not us, not yet. Goddamn. I'm not gonna look those up for my own sanity. Okay, please hit. Thank you. See? Finally someone gets it. Finally someone's like, hey, maybe if we kill them, they're not that bad. We do need to kill them though, so get on that, Fisk. Actually, maybe free your friend first. Yeah, there you go. Good work. This goes the poison. I should have targeted this one first because this can be attacked by all 3 of them. That was my bad. Let's web this fucker before he does any more damage. Or even gets to start doing any sort of damage. Right, you switch over to the rock tossery. Here's the only reasonable place for you to toss right now would be here. A fine throw indeed, 14% chance. Very good. See, I'm so stupid that I was legitimately about to ask why the fuck are we still talking about spiders, and then I looked at my screen again for a moment and I was like, oh yeah, right. The spiders. That makes sense. See, Spectacles, completely unbothered. He just stands there, sword in both hands. He's like, yup, chop, 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 turn after turn. I don't think he's missed a single time. Now, he is completely out to lunch when it comes to stamina. So that's going to stop right here. But until this point, he was fantastic. The best of us, even. Alright, we just wasted this web, but honestly, it was probably the right play anyway. Gotta play it safe if we can. Yeah, Spectacles just chills and slays. Which is a very good mix for me, honestly. I'm completely down with that. Protect Fisk. Dog, please. 78%. You know, that is a large number. Okay, thank you. You left it alive, but at least you hit, I guess. Once again, the whip must save it. Anything super tragic happening on this side? No, this seems mostly fine. At least you hit one of those. Hey, there you go, Fisk. That is how we do it. In this company sometimes. Like once every 15 turns. Alright, Club-Footed Man runs all the way over here. This is definitely fine. Soul is ready to make some fucker bleed. Make sure it's not our team. That didn't really inflict a bleed, but close enough. Alright, Bango. You get to swing once. Look, there's a spider. It is basically dead. It has an arrow through its shoulder, which is impressive. Like, honestly, fantastic aim. Not sure how you... I guess they're massive, but still. So, you can do this, right? Thank you. See, it's not that bad. Look, I tanked Grounded, so you can tank some medieval giant spider satans that web you and kill you, right? Like, that's basically on par. Alright, they leave. Footwork does not leave. Why would you fancy footwork and then just re-ass? I don't understand. Guess they heard of the fabled Regoose and they just decided they want to give that a try. Dog, please! You have been miserably bad this fight. It's actually awful. It probably doesn't matter. I think we're done. But, like, goddamn. Although, if we still take, like, 5 more turns to kill them, then maybe the poison... Actually, no, you guys are no longer poisoned, so you should be fine. I have "You Must Whip It" stuck in my head a lot, I must admit. Like, whenever this sort of thing comes up, I must whip it. Oh, out of stamina. Unfortunate. Kill something instead then. Red Cybot. Very good. Bango frees the mate. Spectacles just keeps chopping. Yep, see, no single worry in the man at all. So killing across the field, waving grabs at me. Mate, you had a fucking 70% chance to hit that. What the fuck are you doing? Man currently being eaten by a spider yells back, shut the fuck up, boss. You hit it then. I think it's so easy. Right, I think this is it. Calculated the odds of that arrow hitting the spider. Yeah, I like to stay the fuck back and let you guys work. Nah, those are fleeing. We've killed enough of them. The rest decided to GTFO. Probably start a new hive somewhere. I'm going into a tactical overview position to give you guys orders. I'm going to make you function, whether you want to or not. Fisk does the ding ding. I think Bango might also ding ding after having killed 2 more. Yeah, reach peak spider control from mercenary position. Not sure what the mercenary position is, but I'm sure that exists in some capacity. And I will not look that up. Should we give you some range defense or some health? I think health is just better. At least in this specific instance. Right, you can get another bow perk. Look at you go, 6 to 16 extra damage. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's very good. Bango did not do the ding ding. My disappointment is actually not that high. Normal. Hey, the net didn't break on the first try. Does this have a chance of not breaking? Isn't that lovely? Okay, in that case, we do want to make some more reinforced nets, I reckon. That is very cool. Appreciate that a lot. There's a song. I think if you just Google "You Must Whip It," you should find it. People have made many a Dark Souls build and PvP montage around "You Must Whip It." It's pretty good. You'll probably find it. Yeah, I think that's the 2 blokes in it. The one where one of them lost their balls in the war or something. probably sounds fantastic out of context, but is actually very normal for God Hand. So we could get a one-handed axe here and give this to Spectacles. I do want a two-handed axe long-term, but for now, maybe this is what we need in life. You are kinda shit on stamina. Axes are expensive, but this cuts down the stamina cost by 25%. It is expensive to buy, but comparatively probably still pretty cheap. Is this good enough to really buy? I mean, you're using an arming sword, although that would be going to a different character then. Humming and hawing about that a lot. Might as well just move the JoJo cosplayers. Yeah, that sounds very God Hand. NGL. Right, is this connected? This is connected, so we could go to Altenhof from here. Sure, let's do that, let's move on. We're not even following the path, we're just going straight through the swamp. At night, this is fine. I've definitely not gotten done in by surprise hexes in the middle of the night in the forest. If we do another run with cultists, we will definitely... Brigands, my lord. A poacher, a few war dogs, and a lot of rabble. Bit low on health on the backline, but I should ideally not even get there to begin with. Everything else seems pretty well conditioned, which is definitely how you say that. Yeah, everything seems in fine condition. Here, have a different shirt. You get a monk robe, how do you feel about that? But yeah, if we get another cultist run, or if we do another cultist run, we will definitely have another whipmate. They're very good at whipping people. Sure, let's get in there. Brigands, my lord! That being said, I'm already surprised that I haven't fizzled out on Battle Brothers yet, so the chance of us doing another run isn't super high. But yeah, I will gladly provide you the whipmate next time, if it does come to that. I think I want to stand up here. I think we can afford to do that. Actually, you literally can't reach that this turn. I lie. I don't want the fodder or the sacrifice to stand up there. How about you just hang out back here? I don't know. What should we do with you? I mean, this is a pretty nice choke point. I'm probably all gonna filter in from there. Maybe one or two of them will go from the south, but that's where Sab and Spectacles hang out, so that should be just fine as well. I guess you go around the backside. Whippets. I don't know what those are. Crack that whip. Ah, look at you, Bango. Hidden in the bush with a flail. The worst surprise any man can stumble across. Like, imagine being, for example, just on the off chance, this guy. You're out in the forest with your lads, you're like, oh, we're brigands, oh, we're gonna fuck someone up there, just running around. Oh, there's some assholes there, I'll go and hammer them with my blacksmith hammer. And then you pass a bush, and in this bush, you find not cane, surprisingly, not even a shotgun, instead you find a flail very rapidly approaching your head. A flail that is bigger than your head, by the way, and suddenly your head just explodes. I guess you don't really get to see that part, but everyone else gets to see that part, and they'll probably have a giggle before they all flee. But goddamn. Oh, hello there, everyone. Nice to meet you. I'm Cybud. I am going to whoop whoop whoop. On the next turn, I will start slaughtering you. What was that noise? Must have been the wind. Right. Spear wall. Hello, guys. Don't you guys want to maybe come closer? Don't you feel like hitting me? Fucking trees. Every game. Never mind. Fisk, just 2 shots, 2 dead mates, no problem. Absolutely defecated, or what they say. Bit of a spear wall up here. Guess you get to hang out here and be defensive. Be defensive. Double miss on that lad. Not great. We're kind of just cruising against these rabble. Now, that should be a red flag, because whenever you start just kind of cruising, everything is great. You're about to get hit twice in the head on a guy that doesn't really have good head armor, and then you just explode. Because even though these guys suck ass at like stats and combat and shit, they can still hit you in theory, and if they do, they can hit the head. And since we're pretty shit on head armor, like I keep saying, we could just die. Like, one of our good characters could just suddenly explode. Kind of like that guy that almost went over to the bush. Instead, he just hops up and down excitedly. It's almost adorable. You know what, Bango? There you go. Man leaves the bush instead of staying with the bush. Did these guys act already? You're done and you're done. Yeah, okay, sure. Fuck it. Let's be aggressive. Speaking of songs I can't really get out of my head. Although for this one I blame Yoko. NOS canisters. I see. Fantastic. Okay, you missed 2 60-year-olds and now you missed 2 70-year-olds. Very good, new cultist. Making a fine name for yourself right off the bat. Good tossy right there. I don't really want you to shoot your mate accidentally, so how about you just, you could move up or you just stay here. Actually move up, fuck it, why not? Get in there. Slay him. Aha, nice try with the GN. Thankfully, Spectacles' head is made of sturdy. Somehow. Very strong head, unlike what DK usually experiences. I guess you get to circle around here and not do anything. Oh boy, there's a guy in the bush. No, Soul, don't GN. There's a guy in the bush, you need to end him. No time for sleep. Damn it, dog. 84%. We miss those. I'm honestly perfectly fine with missing those. I like to point them out because it's a bit silly. Also, hey, there are the head hits that I was talking about. But yeah, I'm perfectly fine with missing those because the danger in this fight is really low. So if luck doesn't smile on us, we're still mostly going to be fine. Like, worst case scenario, we lose a guy that's probably not very important, but that is like legitimately worst case scenario. There's not really much that can go wrong here. So even if RNG doesn't really smile on us, we're probably still fine. So 14% hit, look at that. Yeah, that does sound exactly like huffing paint or glue sniffing, that sort of shit. Come up here so you can bonk this man in the future. This guy's probably leaving. He is instead staying. I don't know why. Guess he has things to do. Hasn't given up on this forest. Good for him. Man recovers. I don't think that's gonna help you, son. I adrenaline just so I can catch this guy next turn. Alright, so let's make this man bleed for bonking you in the head. Never mind. You somehow managed to hit his fucking... What is he even wearing? I guess he is wearing decent armor, huh? Maybe I should try to pull out a shank and peel that off of him. That armor, I mean. Cybert goes in. Spectacles follows. I do like Bonk Go, that's a fine name. However, he is Caspango in this case, unfortunately. That is just what fate decided. Nice. So yeah, I appreciate that we roll poorly in fights like this, where it really doesn't matter. If we roll shit like that sometimes in a fight against actually dangerous enemies, we might lose the fight outright. So, fighting some bandit rabble and missing a bunch of 70 plus, 80 plus hits, that is just fine with me. Completely out of stamina. No need to help out Caspango with that man. That man is very firmly in the toilet, he just doesn't know it yet. Let's not have the club-footed mate run around more through the forest, which is already a pain in the ass. Or in the foot, I suppose. Right, you could whip this man. Something to remember you by. Nope, you just instead missed literally every single attack this fight. Good. good, as they call it, for some reason. Actually hits you twice, that's pretty impressive. Bango is not an easy man to hit, I think. 18 melee defense. Could be worse. Yeah, I don't think we're catching anyone in the forest, so yeah, it's very ogre. Goodbye. Hey, maybe Bango dings this time, because even though he's been saving this perk point, it's still... I think the new guy also dinged, which is not what I want him to do. Please, fodder, you're not here to ding, you're here to, well, maybe one day. Please, Dav'Kul. Please be cool about it. Give him 9 lives so we have more to sacrifice. That is how that works, right? Alright, you maybe whips it, so let's give you Scouring. So now you whip it slightly better. Your stamina or your resolve is kinda garbage, so that didn't really help that much, but probably gonna get there at some point. Stamina or health? I think stamina. Whipping is pretty stamina intensive. Alright. Anything else we need to do? I'm not gonna give this man his ding ding. I don't want him to level any further. Let's not repair these. Whoops. Let's instead salvage them if anything. Same with this. And this. Let us repair this though. There's some layer 2 thing here. Do we have that on everyone? I think so. Actually, Cyber doesn't have a layer 2 yet. Has been lagging behind a little bit in equipment, I suppose. Here you go, a bit more armor. Keep them titties safe. Still shit on the head though, like very, very bad armor. Very weak head, as they say, in the business. Alright, what do we have here? There's a butcher. I would like a butcher. There's another butcher, which is very expensive. Let's try the cheaper one. There's a team player, but afraid of nobles. Let's try out this man. He likes resolve, fatigue, and melee skill. That is exactly what I want in a banner man. Plus resolve, because you're cocky. The minus defense is a bit of a shame. You're greedy, which sucks ass. You have Rally the Troop, but you do not have... I forgot what it's called, so you're not gonna be a banner man anyway. You could be... Nah, actually, never mind. Benedicta the Swine, that is certainly a name. Well, we're not hiring anyone anyway until Dav'Kul finally takes someone. Rotten Lodge not far to the north. Somewhere around the region of Homer's Furlong, alright. Sure, let's check out Homer's Furlong then. Leave the Rotten Lodge where it be. If you find it, talk to us. Our crowns for your silence. The rulers of Altenhof need not know nothing. That's not England, mate. I'm not gonna deal with you. I only deal with proper England. Brigands, my lord. That is a lot of thugs. A singular poacher and some war dogs. We might be better off fighting them in the forest. I do think we're fighting them. We're still in pretty good condition. So I think we're good for another brawl. Some war dogs. That's like 2 to 3, I think. So there's a lot of thugs. That is a little bit scary. If they have flails, we need to immediately get rid of those. Could just fight them in the plains instead. Maybe we'll find somewhere to high ground. Alright, let's see. This might be an interesting one. Three dogs. And then... I don't see the ranged mate. That is some flails. This guy is scary. This guy is scary. The rest is probably manageable. Daggers are always annoying. Where is your ranged mate? How many do we see? 4, 9, 12, plus 4 is 16, so 2 people are missing somewhere here. One could also be here, of course. Well, anyway, let's try to get rid of these dogs. Very good. Man, this person cannot hit shit. See, Fisk? Or, well, not see Fisk. See this person? That is how you do it. Fisk just immediately shoots him. No hesitation, just like, oh, this guy needs to be gone. I can arrange this. No problem. That is how you do it. Very fine, dog. 2 successes in a row. Very uncharacteristic. I don't really want to waste my tossy on the dog. I'm sure between Spectacles and Cybot they can get rid of 1 dog, right? If Spectacles can manage this, then I'd like Cybot to get on this hill and spear wall. That could be very nice. There's another guy. That is a lot of people from the south. It's definitely the bigger issue. So I think we might want to engage early here. Can probably handle the north with just the spear wallers. Yeah, there's this guy as well. But I still think we need to get involved early. Okay, let's wait with you, so you can maybe claim this hill if Spectacles can manage this. Spectacles can manage this. Spectacles could also be the one to claim the hill, that might even be better. And then Soul goes here. And Cybot can hold the flank. That seems good to me. Right, we saved the second shot on you, so... we could just shoot into the group of morons. Anyone in particular? Flailman is all the way down here, so we can't do anything about that. Might be best to go for these guys. That hit the shield, unfortunate. Clean shot on this guy, we miss and hit the guy behind. Talk about regular shooter experiences right there. No, please, Soul. God damn it, Soul. That's not even a proper shield, that's just a buckler. Oh well. There's the poacher. Okay, this is kind of scary, but honestly, Bango is one of the guys that has a proper hat, so... Of all the people that could be facing the two-handed Flailman, it is one of the better ones. I'm tempted to move away from this guy and end this creature instead. Could also move in one and then try to do AoE and then next turn we just die. That seems pretty fun as well. Fuck's sake, Bango. I think that was a good strategy. A potato? What do you mean? That's a fine cultist hood. That is exactly what Dav'Kul intends us to wear. What are you even saying? Who are you? Mate, you are the worst whip man I have ever had. I guess you're a woman. You're the worst whip woman I've ever had. I want my money back. You've missed like... That is like 7 or something, 70 plus attacks in a row. Or actually no, you hit 2 earlier in that fight when people were fleeing and it didn't really matter anymore. What the fuck though? Can you please hit something on the enemy team? I realized last second I may have to add that bit. Talking to mad women and cultists. No, this is all controlled, so they can't really go through this area. We could move Dog here and bin this man, hopefully. Let's try. Very good. Fine work. Good dodge. You might have to do a lot of those. Don't tank the dagger with your hat. What are you doing? I guess you are cosplaying a potato. Or role-playing a potato. So I wanted to get rid of the Flailmen. None of those are rangeable right now, so I guess we just shoot this guy. A fine headshot there, Fisk. Very good. Here you're saying you're not good at hunt? Clearly. You are absolutely doing it. Okay, that guy is probably not going to be super competent and super long for this world. He has a torn shirt and is already spearwalling himself. That is what I want to say. Yeah, really though. What are you doing? Silly cultist. Okay. You can probably end this man very quickly. Yes, good man, Soul. And I think Cybot could engage here. Not the greatest hat in the game. Actually, with Cuckoo here and Adrenaline, he's already had his turn, so we could next turn just start early and then kill this guy. I think that's good, let's do that. Okay, he's fleeing, so that's one of the dangerous men that is already giving up. Let's give up the hill. Men try to avoid the spear wall. Smart of them. Ah, Cybot strikes repeatedly. Look, ever since he joined this cult, Cybot has just been on a tear. He hasn't missed a single time since, I think. To be fair, he's doing hits like this with like 95%, which are basically unmissable, right? Like if you've ever... You didn't see that. If you've ever held a d20 in your hands, the chance of rolling a 1 is roughly 0%. So clearly this is how it works in the game as well. How about you bonk this man in the head, Bango? Good job. Well, earlier it guided his head to block the dagger, but yeah, Dav'Kul certainly guides something. A fine miss there, Othello. Alright, you get to whip one more time before this fight is over, probably. How about you whip this guy? 81% chance to hit, hardly any clothes on him. Ugh. Actually worst character I've ever seen. Like, worst character that has good stats, I should add. I've seen worse shitters overall, but never one that should have been good and is this consistently awful. Alright, dog. It is bonking time. Very good. See, dog sometimes misses and sometimes shits, and everything is great about that, you know? Like, that's just how it's supposed to be. It's like... Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You know, you take some of the good ones, you take some of the bad ones, everything is fine. Now, Whip Lady here, she just omits the hitting part. She's just not about that life, I guess. Big Flail Man is fleeing. I don't like that. I want him to die. I want his flail. Are you fleeing? You are fleeing, so we can run past you, but I don't think we reach anything. Despite the net. I don't think we get to capture this man, unfortunately. As much as I'd like that. Good dodges. That would go right to the blink suck. Okay, nice riposte without your head there. Eh, you know what? You kept your head. Good for you. You died. Stop missing. You're a cultist. Us cultists, we don't miss. Ask our whip lady. She has never missed in her entire fucking life. Oh no, wait, she does the opposite. Don't ask her. Ask literally anyone but her. Yeah, see, you hit 3 or 4 in a row and now you miss 2. That's fine, I can live with that. This is okay, this is normal. This is how it's supposed to be. I'd prefer if you didn't miss, obviously, but you know, you can't have it all. Now Fisk, on the other hand, has it all. Just fucking walk up, shoot a guy over the shoulder of your friend, no hesitation, no problem. Just does it. Just like that. Easy as. Alright, bit of rock for you. Right to the dome. Hot damn. Oh boy, we can save his fucking monk robe that he's wearing. Fantastic. Anyway, it is Ogre. Special by mistakes, just slapping the zone, yeah. It's just something the body does sometimes. Alright, we got some very fine armor. We got a good one-handed flail. Very nice. I'm sure Soul will be happy with those. Because this whole bleeding thing is... It has its ups and downs. It's sometimes pretty good, but it's also often completely useless. Okay, so that is a bunch of random brigands done in. We have Ding Ding on the guy that's not supposed to have Ding Ding. We almost have actual Ding Ding on Bango after having baited me 15 times in a row. And Cybot does a Ding Ding as well. Wait, are you the highest level character in the company? You might be. Look at this melee skill. Jesus Christ, this creature. Certainly some kind of sub. I would like you to have more stamina, but that's not my favorite role right there. Could give you resolve and then eventually pick the cultist thing. HP could also use a tiny bump. Let's do this, I think. So we can either go into this tier now, and I think there's not really much of a reason not to do that. Master fighting with the spears. Spear will no longer disable once an opponent moves in. Glaive Slash gives extra chance to hit. That is what we're using here, right? Yeah. Not that it really matters most of the time. Spit'em and Warforged no longer have a penalty for attacking turrets close. And just in general, 25% less fatigue. Yeah, let's just give you that. There's basically no reason not to take that, I think. If I'm planning to use Spear Wall and stuff, then Mastery is kind of mandatory. Right, we have a padded surcoat. I think you have some garbage below that, so... Actually, we have a Gambeson as well. We have a Wolf Gambeson even. Extra fancy. It's not for you though. Here, have this. Who gets the Wolf Gambeson? This might be Bango. Which one were you wearing? This one? This one. Enjoy. Everyone else has padded surcoats aside from the backline, so now the backline also gets padded surcoats. So we have padded surcoats across the board now, which is a very good place to be. Do you have a Gambeson? You do. You get to upgrade. Very nice. Anyone have enough stamina to use something better? Yes, Soul does have a lot of stamina. How nice. It is only 3, so you can absolutely tank that. Look at you go. Some very fine armor indeed. You could get a small upgrade here, Cybot. I'm not sure if that's a good idea though, because your stamina is kinda struggling. You are using this kind of armor already. You're also using this kind of armor already. Well, I guess this only goes to Cybot then, because everyone else has better things already. Or at least the same. 30, yep. Okay, so this can go to a backliner. See, it's very important that we keep this whipmate alive, so clearly this whipmate needs some better armor, right? Right? That's how that works, I think, definitely. Great success by this whipman. And then you can upgrade to a sword, I think. We have a dagger to give to someone. Let's keep that for now. I don't want to downgrade to the basic bitch hatchet, so that's not important. Sure, this seems fine. Alright, let's go find this actual location that we're looking for. Somewhere in the woods, I suppose. Many Wiedergängers, many Nachtzählers. Many is a very large number, I think, so let's not go for that. This might be a few too many for us. Alright, let's do some camping. Who else doesn't do nothing so far? You could do some fletching. Although we're good on range stuff now that I... Nah, fuck it, let's do some fletching. We did buy some ammo, so it's not that important anymore. Let's have you do some gathering. Someone here is hunting that doesn't need to be hunting. Oomst was not. Was it you? No, you're good. You. Welcome to the training arc. Guess we could do some salvaging as well, actually. Let's see. You salvage. You can train, that's very good. There you go, do that. We do have some things flagged for salvage, we could flag some more. Flag this, and this. I'm not using bucklers, I don't think. And sell the shields instead, they have decent money. They have decent money, yes, that is definitely how shields operate. Salvage all of this junk. Anything else I'm missing that I want gone from my inventory? I guess this can go. I'll keep one of these slings, but I don't really need to. Sure, that should be good enough for one camping session. During a short rest, your company manages to catch a thief that tried to make off with some of your supplies. The villain's clothes are but rags and looks more skeleton than human. What are you going to do with a crook? Good beating, put that for features, or give that poor soul some food and water? Sure, have some food. We're doing pretty well in terms of food right now, so have some of that. TDS gets a bunch of XP, nothing tragic happens other than that. Alright, cool. But not ding ding, not quite anyway. Nope, our employer will learn about this thing. No need to be shitty about that. This should be the ding ding though, finally, yes. Alright, bango. Oh, look at you go. The fucking absolute amount of melee skill on this man. Never have I seen a creature like this. Or, well, maybe I've seen a creature like this, but I've never had a creature like this. So this is where we should ideally, eventually, maybe, hopefully, get to specialize on something. So that we can then pick the next trait. What would we even pick here? 99% chance to break free. There's a character to move swiftly inside any zone of control for the next whole turn without incurring any free attacks. That sounds pretty good. Oh, Berserk. Yep, that is definitely what you're gonna get. Ooh, we could have Berserk now if we pick a specialization. I'm not gonna pick Flail Spec, so it's either... I mean, you're the only one that has two-handed swords, right? Because Spectacles is committed to axes because he had nothing else available, so it's like swords, hammers, or maces. You're not the kind of guy for maces, I'd say. I think I want you to actually do some damage, so I think it should be either swords or hammers. We don't really have either. So I'm kind of just clicking on that to commit and pick the next hero thing afterwards. Sure, let's give you a sword. You're probably very unhappy with that because you're kind of a hipster, so you probably are bored of basic bitch weapons like swords, but such is life in the company. You gotta do what we need you to do. Alright, another Cultist. What do we have? Drive of Brigands. That is a lot of money for some Brigands. I reckon we do this one. Anything good here? Some fucking kids are yelling. Weird. Wonder why the town is keeping those guys. Pretty good money here. Let's sell some of these. Still don't know what all we can make with that. Actually, we know something that's pretty good, but aside from that, we don't need this much webbing, I'd say. What's it called? Not webbing, gossamer. There we go, brain. Couldn't remember that for some reason. There's a Fletcher here. Oh no, that's not a Fletcher, that's a Boro salesman. NVM. Alright, Brigands over here. Let's see how this goes. We really need this stupid sacrifice event to trigger at some point. It already says that we're dealing with Brigands, so I'm not gonna equip any anti-undead weaponry or something. We'll just deal with the fact that it's likely Brigands. Yeah, I don't think I want to do anything else with you. Sure, let's just go for it. I should have probably read that flavor text. It looked like it had something interesting to say. There's a squire, a monk, a war dog, a brigand leader, a few raiders, a brigand poacher, and many thugs. Okay, this is actually going to be a pretty hard fight. This is going to be a very hard fight. The dog's gonna make this slightly hard to fall back to this hill. If we can kill it quickly enough, we might still be able to do it. Good. Is this worth going for? Okay, what did you guys even have? There's a good spear. This goes to Cybot when we win. Dagger, regular spear, good axe. This would go to Spectacles if we win. I don't know what this is. It's probably some backline weapon because he has quick hands. 9 lives as well. Very good armor. This is the leader. They always have equipped like this. 2 big flails. So the golden talk is a problem. The big spear is a problem. This thing is a problem, and these 2 are a problem. The rest seems fine-ish. I guess the axe is also sort of scary. Okay, let's see what we can do here. That's the raider. Legendary. They're not much worse equipped than they are. This guy, or we are, this guy moving over in this manner is a very silly idea. We could engage here. I think that might be wise. Could give Cybot the high ground. That's not a normal sword, is it? That might be a tier 2 sword. That is a raider. Yeah, that's probably a tier 2 sword. So we could go attack here with TDS. Actually, I realized that I gave you cleavers back, huh? So you're not flailing, you're Cat o' Nine Tailing. But you're gonna be fine with the flail anyway, and that's probably better in this fight, so this is still the better choice ultimately. I think we want to attack here. The question is for me whether I want to... I mean, Bango is probably hitting this guy. So that's probably fine. This has a guaranteed chance to hit the head. He does not have good armor though, so I think we just use the regular attack. We hit the head anyway. Fair enough. Flails do like to do that. Okay, this guy needs to die. There's the leader, who is going to be tossing. Not great. So I think what we're doing here is we're gonna have Bango hopefully kill this guy. Okay, you at least hit him... Well, you could have just hit him in the head, though. Bruised leg was not going to mess with his attack stat very much, I don't think. Would have really liked that guy to not be the biggest of deals. So I think Dork moves here and bonks this guy in the head if we can make that happen. The leader is probably going to be a problem here, tossing into our back line, so I need to keep this formation tight if we can. I wonder if it's... no, it's probably a fine prospective place to be down here. 1, 2... This guy definitely gets to act. Probably gonna attack Cybot, might even move up here, although then I can't attack. So I think that's fine. We could try to disarm someone. Chance is pretty low. Might be best to just whip this guy who is unarmed. Hey, you finally hit someone. Honestly, if you're peeking right now, that's cool with me. Like, if ever there was a fight for you to suddenly become competent after fucking up all campaign, this is a fine fight to do it in. Because this is probably the hardest fight we've had this campaign. I'm gonna stand here. Alright, 84% Dork, do it. He has no hat. Can you imagine this? Imagine being on a battlefield and some moron rolls up to a flail company without a hat. You can't let this stand. You gotta bonk this man. This is your one job in life right now. Thank you. Rousing speech right there. That's how you do it. That's how you sway RNG to give you what you want in life. Alright, should we move up here so we don't get fucked by ranged mates? I think that might be good. You did in fact do it. It was glorious. I am very pleased. Fodder man is gonna be here. How quickly will this guy act next turn, I wonder? So the issue is, I want to move up and fill up the formation here. We could even spear wall. The issue is that this guy is tossing, and if I move away from Fisk, he might toss at Fisk and just immediately kill him. Because I don't think you have much ranged defense. And I think your health was not great either. Yeah, so this is a pretty easy target comparatively, so I think I have to stand here and defend. Let's even do spear wall just in case. Now, there are other good targets here. Most of our company doesn't have shields, so he has many good targets to throw at. But I think on the off chance that he does target the bowmate, we do need to defend him. Man goes boo and rallies the troops. Alright, Bango gets to act. You could... No, you can't actually go there, never mind. So I'm trying to think whether it makes sense to move up and bonk this guy, or if we should just wait this out and let them act first. I think the latter is better. Okay, the leader did not get to act before Fisk, so this was ultimately not really worth waiting for, but I'd rather play it safe. You already had your turn and you fucked up, that's fine with me. What are you using? That's a hatchet. Not the end of the world. We could shoot at this guy. very lightly armored with a good weapon, so that's a pretty good target, I think. Unfortunate. Men do not run into the spear wall. Understandable. We could try disarming this fucker. 50% chance is probably good. Or we could try killing this guy. Go for the disarm. You fucked up. So we kill this guy instead. Again, we wait up here. Okay, who are you tossing at? You're tossing at Bango. Understandable. Not the worst target, but you have very good armor. You have, I think, actually the highest armor in our entire company, so could be worse. Instead of flailing right away, I think I'm gonna wait for our fodder to move over one tile so we get the extra 5% hit chance. We could net someone. I don't think we need to. 1, 2, and then you can act. It's a bit scary. I don't want to waste my net too early. But if we keep a two-handed flail out of the fight, that might be worth it. Oh, you can't even reach that. Never mind, that makes the decision a lot easier. Alright, dog, you can bonk this man. It's not as important this time, but I'd still appreciate it. He is very hard, but you did bonk him twice. Very successful. You broke his nose, and honestly most of his head, but he is just made of sturdy. You did your best. That was just fun. Okay, scary. Again, I would have liked to net that guy, but it was just barely out of range. Alright, that is basically all of their actions for this round. We damage the armor if we stab him, but I think that might be worth anyway. Okay, just get the kill done. Okay, these are fleeing. I don't want to block souls, so we just stand here this turn. We get to toss at someone. It's probably best to toss at you. 1, 2, you're still alive, unfortunately. Hate it when they just survive. I'd like this guy's sword. Well, we're gonna kill him anyway. But it would be alright if we could get a sword. I like good swords and I cannot lie. I probably wanna go here. Actually, none of you are ranged mates. This guy is, but none of the other ones. So I think we just go here and whoop 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 whoop. This guy is fleeing, so it doesn't matter. This guy is a problem. We either go here or here. I think I'd rather get rid of the flail man if we can. Not quite dead. Is it worth whooping for this? Probably. That's gonna be your last whoop of the fight. Oh boy, Sabbath, please don't lose. Alright, so Soul can show up and probably kill this guy. Very good. Okay, time to clear up the backline a bit. I can whoop again and then you're out of stamina. Nice, this guy is gone. Can't move just yet, but I think it's still worth waiting. If we stand... I wonder where I'm best guarded. Maybe here. I don't want to get tossed out from this guy and then randomly lose someone in a fight that we're currently winning. So I think we just stand here. Fodder could go in and start being annoying to the leader. I'm a little bit worried about Fodder dying, because leaders have very good stats normally. We could shield wall though, so that's probably fine. I just want him to be bound and not able to act freely. Whipmate. I think you're best off whipping one of these guys because they're out of armor. Nice, that guy's head is off. Man rotates out. Actually, he rotates in as a very competent friend. Oh boy, that was through the spear wall. How high were those rolls? 67% hit chance through spear wall. Yeah, this leader is not to mess with. Nothing to scoff at. Let's try to headshot some more mates. Very fine double hit. I think I'm okay to go up here. Let me get rid of this guy. Yeah. I think our fodder man might die here. Yep, unfortunate. I didn't mean for it to be just then immediately. I thought it was going to take a little bit longer, to be perfectly honest, but you know. Alright, let's net the leader. And then how about over here with this guy? Cybot should hopefully be able to kill this man eventually. Get some free morale damage there. I'm a little bit afraid to move Bango in already. Your initiative is pretty awful, isn't it? Yeah. Might be worth staying one square away from this guy. Switch to the knife so we can stab him through his armor eventually. You did, yeah, everyone is wearing at least that level of shirt now, which is very good news for us. We are definitely moving up in the world. Should have given someone the good stabby device. Oh, you're out of stamina to use those. So this was a very bad turn, my bad. Wonder if I should go here. This might even have 2 range, actually. I've never seen this weapon, I don't know how good this is. He might actually still be a major problem. Despite there basically being only the guy himself left. Don't think we can afford to play it super cocky here. Let's try to disarm him. Missed the 40% chance, that makes sense. Bit unfortunate though. Let's save stamina for next turn on you. I want to keep trying to disarm this guy. Please don't fuck up, Cybot, thank you. Right, we still need to end this man. How dare you? You have rally, I see. Interesting. I guess it is a monk. They tend to have that quite frequently. Oh, that actually made you on fear. Okay, that's not great. Right, dog, please. Thank you. If this thing does have 2 tiles of range, we might actually be in trouble, let's say. Okay, freeze himself, move. Oh, he has a charge on that. Okay. Okay, I guess. That's good to know. Well then, this is a problem and a half. Okay, he needs to die very quickly. Which is going to be hard to arrange. Crushed Windpipe is really not helping you. Please hit the disarm. We missed so many 50-50s on that. I mean, it makes sense. The chance is not very high at 50-50, but still. Hopefully we kill this so Cybot can go help out. Alright, Spectacles. It is a weird sword staff sort of thing, yeah. Yeah, things... I mean... We can't really complain, but we are not out of the woods just yet. This fucker here is a bandit leader, and he seems very scary. Okay, he charged away from Dork for some reason. That was so spooky. I don't know why he didn't just kill you. He probably had a pretty high chance of succeeding there. But I will gladly take that. I guess he was a bit surrounded. Please, Bango, stab him. 81% chance you didn't need to miss that though, for fuck's sake. This guy's also pretty strong, so again, we're just not quite out of the woods just yet. Let's have you pull out a knife as well. Let's have you leave, so you're not in direct line of ass to this guy. You're out of stamina because the man pierced your lungs, which is not very healthy for you. Slowly whittle away at him. Let's maybe hit the disarm this time. Oh, we finally hit. Nice. See, this is why I kept only trying the disarm and then passing, because this takes so much fatigue that if we also took the swing after missing the disarm, we would now not have enough fatigue to keep trying 3 times in a row. Whereas the damage we get on like a fully armored target is super low, so this was definitely the right call, I think. We could try just tossing rock. I would like to try for his armor, but it's probably not worth risking anything for. Well, it's not even just the looting weapons, it's also that he is still very heavily armored, and this skill here pierces armor. You get to stab them without damaging the armor. So, like that, we get to do damage without having to peel him out of his armor. Okay, he's gonna take at least one more stab. I don't think this triggered 9 lives on him, even though his HP is on paper 0. That still didn't trigger 9 lives, even though we have some armor-piercing damage on that. Please die. Thank you. Outside. Yep, still alive. Oi, don't hit Saib. Nah, there goes the cultist. Has killed as well, so she's definitely dead. Bango does not have enough stamina. I probably wait for another puncture. Because I don't think the dagger is gonna do any armor piercing damage. 0 to 6 can ignore armor. Apparently not enough. Yeah, apparently we just cannot pierce this armor at all, which is a bit ass. Does this cost fatigue to switch? No, only AP. Fuck's sake. I'm going to hide you behind other characters. Out of ammo. Can't hit now. That's my bad. Can you please at least have 9 lives, Trigger? Okay, there it is. Okay, you finally had to pass a turn. Alright, Bango, please do him in. You missed on the 80 fucking 5 or 9 or something earlier. Okay. So, we lost 2 people, which is unfortunate, because we lost our fodder, which, you know, honestly, could have been way worse. But we lost our long-term cultist here. This has been with us for 17 days. It was, to be fair, our worst cultist on paper, but it still kinda hurts. Anyway, we got a lot of really good shit, though. We got his helmet, which, look at this piece of fanciness, hot damn. We got his armor. He had 295 armor, by the way. God damn. We got the golden tuck. We got this, the sword staff. Spear, staff, sword, two-handed. Well, I think I know what Bango is going to be wearing for the foreseeable future. Extra chance to hit the head. Apparently he has some weird charge attack that guy did for a while. We got an axe, we got a golden tuck, like I said, another flail. We got a good sword here. Although we have a better one that's going to be moving over to the person that wants to do swords. So yeah, this was very lucrative, and we only lost the 2 weakest characters in our party. Neither of those were named as well, so that is perfect. We just claim the head because why not? Alright, so, ding ding on our sling mate. Fatigue, very welcome. I'm again unsure if we should go resolve here. He rolled shit on health. I do want more health on him, but resolve we can turn into melee defense, or into defense in general. But I think I'd rather click on health here, maybe? No, fuck it, let's take the resolve. And perk-wise, we shall give you... Well, what do we give you? We can give you Perfect Fit, which will reduce your fatigue cost by a very large margin. Sure, let's do that. You've been running out of fatigue quite a bit. Then we have the Whipmate over here. That is a pathetic melee attack roll. Not the end of the world because you have this Whip perk here. So we could give you the defense perk as well, and maybe we want that long term, but I think for now that might not even be the best choice. Could give you 25% more resolve, which in turn gives you a bit more hit chance and shit. Although really your hit chance hasn't been the issue, it's just that you choose not to hit very frequently. Holy, what the fuck? Hello Norvix, and thank you very much for the 10 gifted subs, Jesus Christ. Thank you, thank you. Well then, enjoy having subs, everyone. Guess I'll have to actually arrange for some sub emotes and shit. That is basically everyone here. Holy cow. I've never seen that sort of thing. So, yeah, thank you. That is incredible. Incredibly nice of you. Well done. But yeah, thank you very much, and welcome in, of course. Right, let's see. I think instead of going for the defense, we might give you recuperation so you can get your stamina back. This arming business has been very intensive on the fatigue. And we're not going to be able to get perfect fit because we're skilling this shit first. And then we have something to skill here. So it's going to be a while before we do that. So I reckon you get recuperation so you can get that stamina back a little bit faster. Right. Now for actual equipment. It's going to take 15 years, isn't it? Because we have so much junk. Oh, I'm full on inventory. Speaking of having so much junk. I don't think I have anyone that can afford to wear all of this armor in one go. This should have reduced stamina cost on you because you do have the perk, right? Weapon in poor condition? Yeah, we're working on that, don't worry. What is this? Lunge. A swift lunge towards a target 2 tiles away, followed by a precise thrusting attack to catch them unprepared. The faster you are, the more damage you do. I see. It sounds like it might scale. Yeah, the higher the current initiative. That is not something you'd really own, like initiative. Has plus 20% chance to hit. Honestly, not really worth it on you. As dumb as it sounds, I think this might not be you. Like, we finally have a good two-handed sword thing on paper, but it's actually more of a spear than a sword. I think you're still better off using the flail. Anyway, we can give you the better spear. Did we not get that one? Oh, we didn't get the militia spear. That's a shame. I mean, you could have the sword staff, I guess. Although you don't have spear wall with that. Never mind. Do you? Oh, I can't right-click this because we're full and we can't store the thingy. Fucking nice German on the top. Well, let's go to the town first and sell all these spare items because inventory is a bit of a problem. And we get a shit ton of extra money because we brought this man's head over as well. Very fine. Holy fuck, that was a great success right there. There were no cultists available here, which is a bit of a shame. We need to hire some moron that will hopefully land on the chopping block. Who's the cheapest of you guys? This guy's only 125. He wants 10 bucks a day, but fuck it. Alright, you shall be... hopefully the sacrifice. Not gonna bother with equipping you for a second. We did have someone here that looked slightly appealing, didn't they? Actually, we checked the butchers and neither of them were that good. Finn Deuces. Not really sure we want a gambler. We have so much money, we might actually look for a better class to hire somewhere. Yeah, absolutely. Especially since, like I keep saying, those were our weakest mates as well. Like, this was absolutely a very, very, very lucrative fight for us. It was pretty well needed as well, because we've been kinda just treading water again, not really progressing that quickly. Not nearly as bad as in that other campaign we had the other day, where we just kinda stuck around and not made any semblance of progress. Hey, man provides eyes. Sure, the Bloodborne community would be very pleased. Yeah, hello and thank you very much. That is incredibly kind of you. Okay, I think that's it for shopping over here. Let's see. We can now disassemble some more of these bits because we now have more room in our inventory. sort this. It's not as much junk as it first appeared, I suppose. Alright, let's see. We have so much armor to apply to people now. How do we carry all this shit? Well, Bango has a lot of spare stamina, so we can give you something, even if it's a bit on the heavy side. Let's give you a better hat. Let's start with that bit. That is a base of 75. You don't really need the Cultist hood because you don't have the perk for it. I'd like to give it to you eventually anyway, like the hood at least, to make you look like you belong. But it's not super important right now. This is just a dark tunic. This is not as fancy as it looks. Might get rid of more of these monk robes actually. Do this. There we go. We have so many armor bits, we might actually start looking at like colors and shit, like, oh, let's pick the fancy stuff and keep that instead. You already have the tabard for the extra bit of resolve. I could give that to someone else that wants to scale with resolve at some point. None of you do though. Or do you have this perk? You do actually have this perk. Never mind, so you get some extra resolve. Have those spectacles. Very fine. What else do you have? You have 65 base, 50 mail. This would be an 80, but your stamina is garbage, so let's not do that. You go from a 6 to a 10, you can be fine with that. That is 23 weight, but it is 150 armor. Holy fuck. How are we gonna wear that? And you have brawny, so I guess currently you can just put that on and be fine. I mean, it seems a bit silly to just stack so much armor on the same guy, but honestly, he's the only guy currently that has the sort of lung capacity and the stamina to make that happen. I think no one else can even tank all this heavy equipment. So Bango just becomes our big man tank right now. Let's spread out some more head armor. Cybot gets an upgrade here. Pretty poor when it comes to stamina. We'll just have to make do with that. You can upgrade to this. Your base is also garbage, so let's upgrade to this. We didn't give you the cold perk, did we? No. So you don't desperately need a hood. You need a hood though. Give you the good hood. Dog can also get a... Oh, you also need a good base item still. Let's see if they have a slightly better one available. Let's see. Let's see. Sure, have a simple hood, why not? Let's splurge a little bit. Nice tattoos, Dork, by the way. Goes very well with your scarring. Also, your crushed windpipe does not look very pretty here. 10 less recovery per turn and minus 50% fatigue. We desperately need to treat that one. But for now, let's put a hat on you. Hide that ugly mug. I guess Cybot could wear those. Bango has more than enough armor. Do we have a layer 1 on you? We do. A -8, sure. You have that one. You have simple mail shirt, which is this as well. Yeah, I think that's actually all we're gonna be doing right now when it comes to armor. I guess we need some people that are just going to be fat, sit in front, not really move or anything, just wear all the heavy shit. Just be the target to go for. This man has some stamina on him. Yeah, 115 base, that is a shit ton. Very impressive. You can just wear all this garbage. What a man. Let's give you this. Heaviest body armor, and then we completely expose his head. Absolutely normal. Right, so the guy that we wanted to give the good sword to has sadly bit the bucket. Kicked the bucket, I think that's what you say. So that's not happening. Let's give you a spear so you can function. Alright, so let's go elsewhere and see if we can buy some of the good stuff. This town does not look like it has good stuff. This place probably has some good stuff. This might have a leather tanner here. Could just go back to where we came from, because there was a lot of good stuff available up here. We just couldn't afford it, and now we have money. So let's do that. Let's head back north. Right, let's repair all of those, because we might end up using it. Congratulations, you have eyes. You know, maybe Spectacles gets this. It's a bit heavy. But you did want to be a two-hander. It's not an axe. We're kind of still working on that. I guess we could give you the axe now. Is that better? Maybe. I do need to give this dumbass sword spear to someone, sword staff. Because that thing almost killed all of us. We need a proper spear on Cybot so you can't spear wall, so that's out of the question. You have axe spec, but it's probably not as good as this, but your stamina is bad, so it might not be great to pick this anyway. This does only cost 10 fatigue. Not like you have the initiative for the charge, but that's not really the biggest issue to begin with. Yeah, let's give this to you and see how it performs. Then Soul gets to re-equip the net. I think you're happy with the flail. Flail seems good. I did give you the cleaver perk for extra bleeding, so I think we'll also give you the Cat of Nine Tails, and then we can switch between flail for armored targets and Cat of Nine Tails for unarmored targets. Those guys you can just bleed a lot, and then that should be fine. I don't want to give this guy the arming sword, because he's probably gonna lose it when he inevitably bites it. But we do have an arming sword sitting around, not really doing anything useful, which feels weird. Could give Bango the Golden Dog again, not that he really needs it, but it does more damage. He doesn't really need the extra hit chance. Alright, Cybot, welcome in. You have become a cultist, how do you feel about that? I am personally very happy to see you having become a cultist. You got very good at hitting things when you became a cultist too. It's funny, I was yelling at you yesterday and then in the first couple of fights about missing all these spear attacks that should be very easy to hit anyway. But then you became a cultist and you got another 10 to hit chance, and now you've basically hit every time. Not literally, like not quite, but most of the time. So yeah, that really sorted you out. Who knew that all you needed was some more skill? Okay, I guess that makes sense in hindsight. Okay, Dog definitely needs to rest a bit. We need to find a temple. Is there a temple here? No. How much would it be for us to patch this wound ourselves? 8. I think that's fine. Alright, we have some people here that can treat, right? We do not have any people that can treat well. Never mind then. How about you guys stop training for a moment? And instead help out with the old, making someone not quite die. Sure. Healing. We might sit here for a bit, but I think that's okay. Yeah, you're hopefully not gonna be the sacrifice. So we just had a very, very big fight against, well, I guess big is an overstatement, but we had a very tough fight, our toughest fight yet. We had a bandit leader that we were dealing with, and he took out our worst cultist and our would-be sacrifice after we had already had to recycle our sacrifice, because guess what? It is fucking day, how many days is it? It is day 26 and Dav'Kul still has not taken a man. I do not know why. Dav'Kul just, I don't know, slumbers, like you guys keep saying. Let's try to heal this more. Crushed windpipe treated. Okay, so what does this look like now? It still says... Oh, it says treated in brackets, I see, so it's gonna function sooner. You know what, let's have you sit out for a moment, just in case we run into something that will try to get you killed. Because you're just not very good on health right now. Yeah, lazy ass god. We need to sacrifice someone to Dav'Kul, wake him up maybe. But yeah, the sacrifice not happening in now 27 days is a bit ass. What sort of brigands were these? Brigands that are currently running away from the militia. Maybe we can chaos. What are these? Some thugs, a poacher, and many rabble. You know. Let's join in on this. Look at all these people involved. This is going to be a long fight. Not because we're going to be doing so much, but rather because there's so many figures moving around and not really passing their turns very quickly. Yeah. I mean, we somehow convinced you to become a proper cultist, so we must have told you something good. I mean, it did pay off, you didn't die. But yeah, we lost 2 mates, but it was the weakest and least useful mates in the party anyway, so that worked out. And we got a lot of really good shit. We got a bit of armor that had like 290 or something, and a helmet that is also insane. So now Bango is made of sturdy, formerly Casper, now Bango. You got a glaive still, unfortunately. We had a militia spear inside, but unfortunately that guy, or that weapon at least, did not survive. The guy was not meant to survive. But yeah, we got this weird, look at this, we got a weird sword staff. I don't think I've seen that before, but the leader was using it, and boy, he was a pain in the ass with that thing. But it's ours now, so that's quite alright. So yeah, overall things are going shockingly well. Nah, I'm done yelling at you. You guys just performed very, very well in that last fight. Everything is great. Alright, let's see if we can manage to steal some of these. We need to get a bit more close before we can range people. I don't want to run in too aggressively and then lose someone by accident. Yeah, I get to be in the fray and yell at you guys. Alright. Just kill this one, please. Thank you. Okay, now we don't need to worry too much about needing to desperately kill someone. As long as you manage to kill one of the people that you're fighting, the game counts it as you having actively participated. At least according to DK. I'm just taking his word for it. Probably a bad idea, but honestly the man is educational, so... But yeah, we left the spiders behind. And by left them behind, I mean we slaughtered like 30 of them. Yeah, very educational stream from a very educational man. Fine goal. Yeah, this is going to take a while because there are 40 combatants on our side and 12 on the opponent's side. So the game has to go through a lot of characters even if we don't get to see them actually act. Ain't no spiders of yours, yeah. I mean, you're not afraid, so clearly there are not spiders of yours. You got that right. Because apparently you're afraid of spiders now. I guess that's also character development technically. Right, so we move one tile over and now we spear this guy. That did absolutely nothing. I guess it really does just scale with initiative, which Spectacles is abysmal at, so that part of the weapon is probably not going to be very useful. Bandit Rebel, so goodbye with that guy. We must whip it. Fisk rolls up. Spider Spectrum. I don't know enough about different kinds of spiders to, like, have some sort of tier list of what is and isn't okay. To me it's just my brain sees something that is really afraid of and then I am really afraid of it, or my brain sees something that's mostly fine and then I'm fine with it. I don't really get to pick and choose. Aw, almost. Man with nothing but a wooden spear just shows up, he KS's, how dare you. He probably even broke the armor as well. Git. Look at all this bleeding that's occurring. Everyone's fleeing. Except for this guy. He's in for it. Jumping spiders can look pretty cute, yeah. Don't think I've ever seen one IRL. I don't know thus if my brain would decide, nope, these are not good after all. But when I see them in like videos and pictures, they look mostly alright. But yeah, it's like, holy, what the fuck? Man at arms, more like man with wings on his helm. Trying to look as fancy as possible. What are you all dressed up for? Where are you planning to go? Yeah, I agree with that. That is a fine mentality. They get to live in videos and ideally not anywhere near me. Easily imprisoned. I really don't personally care about that part. I'm kinda ass with arachnophobia as well, because I am the kind of guy that wants to desperately try to keep critters alive. Like, I hate that I'm afraid of spiders, because I don't like killing them. I would, like, not do that if I encounter one. Like, I try to just, have them exist, and hopefully I forget about them. But that's obviously not super likely to happen. So, like, it doesn't really matter to me if a spider is easy to trap or easy to get rid of or whatever, because I'm not trying to get rid of them. I feel bad about not liking them and not getting along with them, because they're kind of cool creatures. It's just, for some reason, my brain has decided, nope, fuck them. Or rather, fuck me. There are apparently 2 people alive. I only see this guy. I guess the other one is off-screen somewhere. I get the torch lighter, Jesus. Fucking brutal. Nah. Man moves into the spot that I was going to claim to kill the man. Why are you guys fleeing? You're winning. I mean, maybe not specifically and actively you. Alright, let's just wait this turn. Okay, they died. Good. Let's say we got some swig. You know. Linen tunic and patch mail shirt. Well, no, patch mail shirt and leather jacket, that's the interesting part. Bit of money for free, bit of food. Very nice. The treaty being, you stay the fuck away from me and I stay the fuck away. Hello there. As in, like, the treaty being mutual avoidance. Or what is the Fisk Treaty of Spider, coexistence? Do I want to change something up for these guys? I mean, the charge isn't very impressive, but... Wait, this does have Spear Wall. Well then. Cybert, I think I've got your new spear. Although we did skill the shield perks, didn't we? Well, one. I mean, it's just, fuck it, let's just give it a try. Let's just give it a try. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? I guess Spectapeace goes back to the arming sword. I also should give these daggers to some people. They are not weighty at all. Actually, you don't really need them with the flail, don't you? Or do you? So here, have this, and Bango gets a dagger, and then Spectacles gets a dagger. That's a spear. This is a dagger. Are you just happy to see me? And then Cybot also gets a dagger. This goes here. I guess you could have a dagger as well, although I don't really see you ever using that. You have your emergency spear. I guess you can also have an emergency spear. There we go. More spear is better spear. Yeah, but like you also have more shield, so sort of. Sometimes, maybe. But not always. Don't really want to give you that much more armor because your stamina was a problem. Same for you guys in general, actually. So let's just keep you at this sort of level right now. We still have this completely unused banner, which I am very pleased with. Oh yeah, right, are we fighting these guys or not? A lot of thugs, few poachers. We could just fall back to the militia. No, you guys are fleeing. Wait, why are you guys not joining? Oh well, now you're joining. We dragged you into this fight. I thought they were going for the bandits, but no, they were just passing by. Oh well. That is a pretty large company. Anything here that is interesting or exciting? These two we need to be kind of careful with. They might bonk the head very hard. Nothing else looks that scary. They have 3 ranged mates, only one of them has a bow, 2 of them are slingers. Could be significantly worse. Hot damn, Sir Valdemar. Are you an actual noble or what? You look like the kind of guy. I think that's a noble sword that you're using there. And a very big shield and a very fancy head. And you have a banner mate right next to you. Adorable. Nobs are very active indeed, yeah. So are the enemies, to be fair. A lot of brigands around. Especially with all this militia activity. You'd think they'd be hiding with the patrols being around. Sure, sold women. Oh, missed the 69. It was so nice, Lou. You're in my spot, sir. I should be a bit careful. I don't think your helmet is that good. We did give you a better one. Yeah, 87. But still, these two-handed flails are a little bit spooky. I may be a bit high on hubris after my last couple successful fights. Alright, charge! No, let's just go here and this man. Cybod. Cybod, please. Man, maybe you just can't perform when you're not watching. I don't know how that works logically, but that's how it seems to be. Like, you can't function when you're watching. Although, actually, you did misfunction or malfunction before you were watching as well. I don't know, maybe I'm just wrong. Whatever. Right, bango. Get the whoops and then get ready to stab a guy. Whoa. Bonk. Should probably have focused on these guys a bit more, but fuck it. Yeah, you're shy about yourself. I don't know how that works, but apparently you are. I mean, who really knows how anyone works, including oneself? Alright, it is whipping time. Might be able to take this guy out. Nope, but almost. Well, he will bleed out, but I don't think he gets to live long enough to bleed out. Which sounds a bit weird, but it makes perfect sense, I promise. Right, you just fire into the fray. And you just toss into the fray. I guess that guy was the fray, given what happened to him. That guy's very dead. Oi, that was a lot of damage to Bango's poor head. Man scythes AoE just to do as much damage to the economy as possible. Ow. This bush turned out to be a deviant with a stick. Some fucking jutsu right there. Oida. Leave Cybot alone. He is but a simple bush. Why did you knock him back? These fucking clowns doing? Knock 'em sock 'em bandits down there. Just fucking pushing each other onto and off the hill. Alright then. Alright, Brigand Thug. Let's make sure we don't accidentally hit the wrong guy. Okay, we can't accidentally hit the wrong guy, thank you game. I appreciate that greatly. Yeah, this is a proper nobleman. Probably pretty swell. Good man, Cybod. You killed a single bandit thug. I am very proud of you. Ugh. What are you... I guess nobility isn't exactly known for its brainiativity, it's just... They are the rich ones and the ones in charge. Alright, we rotate in Spectacles. So we can... could end this man's life. Let's do that. Do some morale damage. Man jumps in from as far away. Fucking flying militiaman right there. Oh yeah, right, we gave you Berserk. That's that icon that popped up earlier as well. Sadly, you're out of stamina for some reason. It's almost like you had a bunch of adrenaline flowing through your body until it suddenly disappeared. It's very odd, that. You head up here. Bit of tossing. Whom should we whip? I guess this guy's in range. May as well. Nice whip to the head there on the first one. This guy has seen enough. How do I shoot here without causing collateral damage? Like this. Nice. Leave Cybot alone. Look at you. You're almost surrounded by assholes, and you're going for poor Cybot, who has done nothing wrong. He tried, but he failed. Hot damn, what a toss. I hope our slinger will be this glorious one day. Did they rotate? Oh no, wait, I moved up there. That was my bad. Yours, the Satan with the stick. You're fleeing, everyone's fleeing. This guy's also fleeing-ish. Officially he isn't fleeing yet, but he'll get there. We'll make him flee. Come on, Soul, you could have had that. Need to go to the DK School of Chaosing, apparently. Man has Berserk. Yeah, so the lack of lungs on Cybot are becoming a bit of an issue. If we're actually gonna be running around with this thing. Actually, you're just dazed, that's probably the main issue. Never mind. I don't hate you for your spear. I don't actually even hate you, I'm just pointing out that you might be a little bit inconsistent in what should be pretty easy and consistent performances. That's all. Holy toss! I was even blocking that. What a guy. Oh, the game crashed, I think. Oh no. Please. Please. The bannerman is vacant, yeah, I will try to remember that, thank you. Actually, I'll probably just write this down. It's not like we have anything to do while the game just shits itself. Let's see. Yeah, well, eventually we're hopefully going to have a thingamajig, a bannerman. Can I maybe click this? It looks like that might do something. Can't control the camera or do anything. I guess the guy just is flabbergasted still. He's stunned from this insane toss that he just did there. Yeah, that's not happening either. Okay, we have to actually restart. Unfortunate. Well then, goodbye gum. Gum decides we're still going. Alright, task manager. Bring out the big guns. Not even frozen officially, weird. Oh. Despite the application having mostly ceased. I love that you guys get to enjoy the fucking awful emote code they gave me. And when you try to request a better one, you can like say, oh, I would like this to be the code, but it's likely taken anyway. And if it is taken, they just assign you a new random one, and you're probably gonna get the same sort of shit. So it's just awful regardless. Alright, so what happened? Was this after the... Oh, everyone disappeared for a moment there. I guess we just don't fight them. It's probably not worth it, is it? It's just a bit of experience. I don't really want the game to crash again. Although that looked like it was a very random bug. It didn't look like it was a specific interaction. But these fights are so long and so boring because we're not actually in danger. There is free loot and experience. Nah, fuck it. You guys get to have those guys. You guys get to have those guys. This is how it works here. Hey, we have Bertel the Believer, who already has a ding-ding. Let's see what you're about. You're about not being shot and not being stabbed. Those are appreciable traits. Optimist and determined. You're pretty expensive for just hiring you, I must say. I would like a banner made very, very, very badly. But like... these are not the passions I need. I need you to have at least a passion for resolve. We can kind of work around most of the rest. But a passion for resolve is kind of mandatory. Actually, let me just check if you have the perks to begin with. You have rally the troops. You do not have the more resolve trait though, or perk though, so let's not do that one. Caravan to Altenhof. Where the fuck is this? Somewhere over here. Here. I guess we might do that when we come back. But for now, let's just continue north. As we intended. Look at all this fucking traffic. What the fuck is going on here? Every militia company in the game. Some caravans. A bunch of brigands. We will reach this in time. We do. Nice. Alright, taxidermist. Do we have the ability to make anything interesting? Poisoned oil. Can we use to copy a weapon and arrow tips? Not a trophy. Let's see. Any cultists that we would like? Non-cultists. There is a butcher though, 2 of them. Bit extra skill, otherwise very mediocre. You might make a front mate, but it's probably not worth gambling on that. Range skill, hates nobles. Again, decent passions, but not really sort of creature we need. I wonder if it's wise to even try out a nun to join this cult. I'm sure she'll be very displeased about having joined the cult. She's a bit hesitant, and she also doesn't have the sort of passions that we want. Fuck. there's a quest. What do you want? Caravan, also to Altenhof, same place. This one pays per head, so that might be more enjoyable on our trip back. I should quickly check the market to see if there's anything good. They did have a couple of good weapons in one of these before. Maybe over here, these actual towns. Alright, Dav'Kul, please, could you maybe, just maybe, one of these nights, ask for a bloke? I guess Dav'Kul just has enough worshippers right now. He doesn't need us. It's a sad fate to be a cultist when we're not needed. But we shall remain strong. What were you about? You're not particularly interesting. Here we have Arkhambod, alright. Give you a try. You are charming and you're a sure shot. Could be worse, but we really need a... Okay, no, what we really need is Dav'Kul to finally call a mate and be like, hey, we need a sacrifice, and then we can maybe actually function again. Because this charade that we're currently on is really annoying me. Speaking of annoying me, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, BRB.